beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? As they stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing can.
Keep your hands up, keep your chin tucked. It's the one and only Ghost with the shadow in the front. Hope y'all having a blessed day. It is early midnight. I'm doing a quick live, not gonna be long, but I've looked into some things regarding this hand wrap thing. And I just want to state my opinion in what I found. Let me see who's here. What's going on, brother? Thank you for joining me. Look, I'm not gonna be long, man. I know I always say that, but I'm dead serious tonight. But it's gonna be quick and to the point, and I'm gonna show you what I found. So before I say anything, just want to make it clear, those that watch me already know I don't like Edgar Berlanga. I have my own personal reasons why. I just never thought he was that good. And I also thought that, everyone, a lot of people don't like the guy. And there was most people, I would say most boxing fans saw that he's not as good as what he was portrayed to be. And I've never personally liked Edgar Berlanga and I don't like the fact that he acts like he represents Puerto Rican fighters, and I don't think he does. So that's my biasness against him. I was happy as hell. When he got knocked out. Y'all saw me cheering. I still don't care whether the man lost or not. But the point of this stream is when I first saw the whole hand wrap thing, I was like, come on, bro, stop that shit, right? But to be fair, I'm like, let me look into it. So I went back to 5 or 6 fights, and I got some footage for you. I got some pictures. I got a lot of things. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything, because to be honest with you, if you want my honest opinion, if you're going to cheat, you don't need to cheat against Berlanga. That's just me. However, let me pose a question to you. If a person has always been doing something like that or has been attempting to, then for me, I look at it like this: whether I like a fighter or not, it shouldn't really matter on whether a person should be fighting fair. Like I said, I don't think you should cheat for fucking Berlanga. I don't like the guy. But when I looked at the hand wrap per se, shout out to Ring Magazine, because Ring Magazine be dropping these fights pretty quickly, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't know if y'all went back. I watched all those fights again. It was a good night of boxing. I go back and I'm looking at the Sheeraz fight, right? I'm like, all right, for the first time ever, I thought Berlanga was doing all right for a little bit. I thought he was doing all right. Like, I think the dude's garbage. But he was throwing his jab. He was going to the body. He was doing all right, bro. And he gets caught with a left, right? And he didn't look right. Like, he was hurt when Canelo dropped him, but when he got hit by Sheeraz, he was. Now, I said Sheeraz was going to knock him out. And I think Sheeraz is a good fighter. And I think he's accurate. And I think he's got good power. So, I always thought Sheeraz was pretty good. But with that being said, like I said, before we get into anything, let me play this disclaimer, and let me play the disclaimer first, and then we'll get into what I'm going to do, because it's not going to be a long live. I just want to show you what I think and what I found and what does look kind of suspicious to me. But at the end of the day, like I said, I can care less. It's Berlanga. So good. But what's fair is fair. What's fair is fair. And by the way, I am not doing this to give Berlanga excuses. I just look into this because I feel like at the end of the day, I don't care if I like a fighter or not. You could die in this sport. And I don't know Berlanga personally for me to want somebody, to get hurt. You know what I mean? It is a dangerous sport, yo, and you could die. So let me just play this shit real quick. Let me play this real quick. Okay, where's the banners at? Down here. Go down here. Here we go. My bad.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Okay, with that being said, let's get into it. All right, so you guys saw the picture that's going around, right? So for those, I'm pretty sure for those that know, but oh shit, it would be better if I uploaded it, right? Oh, hold on, my bad. It would be it works better when I actually upload the pictures. My bad. Okay, so let me upload. Okay, that one I need. Okay, they need to make space. So that's one there. That's two there. That's the Austin Williams fight. Go to this one. This is the Adames fight. Okay. I got the Liam Williams fight. And then I went back 3 or 4 years and he fought some damn, I just picked any random, some Mexican dude picked that fight as well. And it is kind of odd, bro. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna tell you like this. So, oh yeah, let me. So before I play that, right? Let me tell you what I did. So I called the New York State Athletic Commission and I recorded my conversation. And when I was done with the conversation, my shit had no audio, but I could tell you what the person said. I called this lady and I asked her about hand wraps. Right now, I already know how it works, right? But you know, she's like, "Yo, look, person from the other person's corner goes into the locker room, watches your hands get wrapped. They usually pick 1 or 2, 3 people, right? Boom. You already know that, right? Then they say that they either, depending on where or what state they're in, and whoever it, like, everybody does things differently, but usually they check it, they sign off the gloves. You know how they pick the gloves and everything, and then they do the hand wraps, right? And then they sign off on the hand wraps. Then they say that after the fight, they take the gloves and then they also take the person's hand wraps. That's what she told me. So it's not just the gloves, because you know how people want to, usually they accuse people of taking, like, padding out the gloves or whatever, right? So she says, nah, it's not just the gloves. It's the hand wraps themselves. Like the fighters, that's what she said. And like I said, I recorded this shit, but it had no audio. But anyway, that made me go back and look at some of the fights, because I'm like, it is kind of weird that I'm looking at this dude in the ring and he's got one hand wrap on, right? Like, why do you keep one hand wrap on? Or why don't you just cut them both off? And what was odd to me was the hand wrap he keeps on is the one that he knocked Berlanga out with. And like I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm glad that Berlanga lost, but it is kind of odd. So I go back and let me upload these videos I got for you real quick. Let's go with the first one. Oh, I got to make some space here. So let me take that out. Let me go to the first one here. Let's go to the... Okay, so I got Sheeraz and Adames, right? Which I'm gonna show you. I also got Sheeraz and Austin Williams. If you guys remember that fight, I got that fight, right? Obviously, there's no audio for whatever reasons, right? And I also went back and I got the which is the one is the Denny. Who the hell's Denny? I don't know, but I got when he fought a dude named Denny, because he's actually a pretty active fighter, Sheeraz. So because he fought Austin Williams, and then I believe he fought Denny, and then he fought Adamas, or he fought Adamas and then fought Denny. But he's fought like frequently in the past year, bro. Like he fights a lot, this guy. And but oh, hope I'm not yelling into the mic. My bad. Let's go to the Denny fight. So when was the Denny fight, real quick, Sheeraz? Okay, so just to share the screen with you before I play it, let me show you, obviously, Sheeraz show his right here. So I can see it, which one is in order. So it was Liam Williams, Austin Williams, Denny, then Adamas. Okay, so we're gonna let's start with Denny. Okay, so this is him and Denny. Hold up. My bad. Let me get this together. You would think I would know what the hell I'm doing by now. Here we go. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me go over here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do the share screen one so I can pause it because it's got no audio. So that's my bad. Because that way I can't pause it. So I'm gonna do video file, share video file. It's a lot easier, and I'll be able to stop and then because it's got no audio. So let's go back to Denny. Okay, Denny, right? So we got Denny right here. This took place, y'all, on September 21st, 2024 is when he fought Denny. All right. So he fought Denny and he knocked Denny out in the first round. Right? Knocked him out in the first round. Boom. If you look, bro got both hand wraps on. Keep that in mind. Both hand wraps on. That's Denny. That's in September 24th, 2024, right? So let's move out of here. And let me show you when he fought Adamas. Let me show you when he fought Adamas. Okay, right here. It's February 22nd, 2025. So Sheeraz fought Adamas, and if we remember this fight correctly, I believe Adamas won this fight, right? I don't know about I don't know, right? But I think he won this fight. What's interesting about this fight is when you look at the end of this fight, which is the fight where he did horrible. He's looking at his hand, which is his left hand, Both hand wraps are off. Both hand wraps are off, y'all. Right? Boom. I go back to another one. And these are just questions I'm asking. I'm not accusing him of nothing. What I am saying is I'm a person that looks at people's past history. That's it. This ain't got to do with whether I like Berlanga, whether I hate Berlanga. This shit ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. Like I said, I think Berlanga's trash. I'm glad he got knocked out. I don't like his demeanor. You know what I mean? I just think he's disrespectful as fuck. You know, but I am a person that looks at a person's actions and I ask questions like anybody else, right? The fight where he does his worst, both his hand wraps are immediately taken off. He's even looking at his hands at the end of the fight. Like I said, you go back to this fight, there's a point where he's even looking at his hands. Now, some people might say he's got problems with his hands, right? Okay, fine. I get it. fighters do have problems with their hands. Look at Shakur. Shakur got problems with his hands all the time, right? Then we go to another one. The crazy one that is crazy to me, that made me started scratching my head, was the Austin Williams fight. The Austin Williams fight is the one that had me like, wait a second. Because watch when you look at the Austin Williams fight. That's the one where something, tell me if this looks right or not. Look at this. So I go to the right here. So now Austin Williams was on June 1st, 2024, right? And he did very well in this fight. This was a good fight, and this was a fight where he got hurt earlier in the fight, right? This was on the night where the Eddie Hearn and whatchamacallit, Frank Warren had their fighters go. Remember? And this is when Eddie Hearn's fucking squad got smoked, bro. They were like 6-0. Remember that? Well, I go back to this one. This one's interesting. I mean, Williams' face was severely busted up, right? Very busted up. Now look at this. Look at that, y'all. The left hand wrap is still on. Look at that. That doesn't seem odd to you. So I go back to the Liam Williams fight, right? Every single fight, except for 2 fights, I've noticed with this guy. I've looked at 8, bro. I've looked at 8. Every single fight, at the end of the fight, he either had his hand wraps off, and I saw 1 or 2 where he had them both on. But the only 2 where he keeps his left one on is Austin Williams and Berlanga. And he fucked those guys up bad, and their face was really busted up. Now, I'm not accusing, I'm just saying. So, you know what's crazy too? I've been watching this unfold throughout the whole week, right? And you know what I hear people say? It just goes to show you how people are, right? First off, there's nothing wrong with asking a question, right? And at the end of the day, I hear people like, but Berlanga's corner is supposed to have somebody. Okay, yeah. And the commission signs up. They're supposed to. Okay, well, you're not supposed to sneak nothing in the airport, and shit get through all the time. It happens, bro. It happens. Let's not act like we're not dealing with human beings, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, just because you say, oh, well, you know, the airport checks people with metal detectors, you know, the airport, yeah, bro, and people still get shit through. This is like real life. Like, people do this shit. Now, I'm not saying he did or not, but I could tell you this, bro. I've spent over 2 hours looking at this dude's fights, bro. I went from Liam Williams to Austin Williams to Carlos Adames to fucking Berlanga to some Mexican dude back in like 5 years ago. And every single one of those, bro, he took his hand wraps off. Except for 2 fights. Berlanga and Austin Williams. And in both of those fights, those guys' face were busted up, and he keeps the left one on. So, y'all know who Simon Brown is? Simon Brown is a former fighter that I used to work with. He knocked out Terry Norris years ago, right? And I text him. I said, yo, if your hand is injured, would you take your hand wrap off? He said, you fucking right. Yeah. You want to take it off because it's bruised, it's swollen. You want to let it breathe. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to keep it on because that's what's keeping it tight. So I thought, okay, well, it ain't because it's hurt. It's just a question, y'all. It's just odd to me, right? It's odd. So then when I spoke with a lady on the athletic commission earlier today, I said, is it the gloves they signed? She says, no. They signed the hand wraps before. And then depending on whoever does it, sometimes they collect the hand wraps in the ring, or sometimes they'll just collect it in the back of the locker room. So if you know that, right, why are you keeping one on? That's all I'm saying. I'm not accusing him of nothing, but I'm telling you, bro, I've spent 3 hours looking at this guy's fights, and he only did this for 2 fights. And in both of those fights, the dude's face was fucking busted up. Austin Williams and Berlanga. I mean, like I said, I don't like Berlanga, so good for his ass. Fuck Berlanga. I don't like him. But at the end of the day, I still looked at it, and regardless whether I like him, regardless whether I hate him, it looks weird to me. And you go back to the Adames fight, right? That's the one where he did the worst. And his hand wraps are off. Immediately right after the fight. Now, obviously his hand's hurting, but immediately after the fight, hand wraps off. Denny, he beats up that dude. Denny knocks him out in the first round, right? Both hand wraps are on. Both hand wraps are on, right? So you either just look at patterns. That's all. Like, hey, you leave the both hand wraps on. They're going to check them when they go back to the room or whatever, right? Only 2 fucking fights, bro. I went to Liam Williams. I'm telling you, I've spent 3 hours on this shit, bro. Like, I'm diligent with this shit, bro. Like, y'all, I don't care. Y'all may not like my fucking takes or whatever, but I'm diligent with shit, bro. I'm like that. I got OCD. I got disorders that actually I use to my advantage, bro. I've been diligent with this for 3 fucking hours, bro. This dude has only had 2 fights where he's left his fucking left hand wrap on after the fight. Austin Williams and Berlanga. And Austin Williams' face looked like pancake batter, my guy. I mean, he beat the fuck out of Austin Williams, bro. He beat that boy bad. Look at his fucking face, bro. I'm just asking questions, bro. That's it. I ain't accusing. I don't know when you got here, Jason. I don't know when you got here. Go. All I can say is go back, because I already said I ain't gonna be repeating myself all night. Go back to the very beginning of the live, and you'll hear everything I said. I don't like Berlanga, bro. This ain't about Berlanga. I'm saying exactly what I'm saying. I'm speaking English. I'm not speaking fucking Japanese. I'm not speaking Chinese. If you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, then you know what I'm saying. Let me repeat myself again. I've spent 3 fucking hours looking back at all this guy's fights. From Liam Williams, Carlos Adames, Austin Williams, Edgar Berlanga, and even some Mexican guy named, what was the fight I watched? Some Mexican guy named, I don't even know if he's Mexican. Guido Pito, November 2020. That's the farthest I went back. And after every single one of those fights, he either had his hand wraps completely off or both on. And I think only 1 or 2 fights he had on both on. There's only 2 fights I find where this guy, once again, only has one hand wrap on, his left one, and never took it off. And that's Austin Williams and Berlanga. And both of those guys' faces look like they got hit by a fucking truck. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. But you could take whatever you want from that, bro. Y'all should know I don't like Berlanga. Good. If it happened to anybody, good. Good. He's a disrespectful motherfucker, bro. And he's not that good. I can't stand Berlanga, bro. It ain't even about that. Like I said, I just pay attention to shit. And it just doesn't look right to me. And for everybody that wants to be like, oh, well, you never been in the ring. I told you. I even text somebody that used to be a fighter and asked him, yo, if your hand's hurting, would you take your wrap off? He said, you fucking right. I'm taking it off. Like right away, I'm taking it off because it's going to be hurting. It's going to be swollen. It's going to be bruised. You don't want to keep the hand wrap on. So why would you take one off? Nah, nah, it ain't that. It ain't that. It's just I want to know what people were saying, HOD. I mean, I mean anybody that knows me know I'm fair as fuck, bro. Shit. If anything, I'm harder on motherfuckers that I like and support, bro. I'm way harder on them than people that I don't like. You know what I mean? This ain't even about whether I picked Are y'all really can't be serious though. Some of y'all coming in here, right? Y'all really ain't that serious, are you, right? Hold up. Hold on a second. Let me make this clear. Y'all really what y'all like don't understand like what you think I'm playing? This was me live.
Sheeraz, he dropped Berlanga. Yeah, I told you, bro. I told you. Yeah, you keep talking all that shit. Go ahead, Sheeraz. Sheeraz. I don't care if he's Puerto Rican. I'm not a huge Berlanga fan, bro. This is all funny days to be. Remind me of my cousin, bro. So it's like me watching my cousin get beat up, bro. I'm enjoying this, bro. Good. And for anybody that ever thinks that I played a racial, that'll never stay on code. He's a fraud, bro. If you another bum Puerto Rican, clean them all up. Making my people look bad, bro.
So don't even come in here with that shit, bro. Don't even think about it, bro. Like I'm fair as fuck. I don't even like Berlanga. I was fucking cheering when this motherfucker got knocked out, bro. I still got him on the ground. I'm thinking about making it into my avatar. I'm being dead ass. I got it right here. I literally was gonna make it into an avatar. Like, it's not about him, bro. It's got nothing to do with him, bro. It's just y'all don't be curious about shit like that. Y'all don't be like curious like that. That's not weird to you a little bit. That's not a little weird to you. I'm asking just like, I'm trying to get into the mind of somebody like, okay, I thought of a lot of reasons of like, why would I leave one on? That's all, you know. I don't know. Maybe play devil's advocate. Maybe he wants to keep the hand wrap like it's like a baseball. When somebody hits it out the park, oh, that's a good memory. I want to hold on to this hand wrap. I don't know. But I know he never did that in any of his other fights, only two. In both of those fights, the dudes look like they got almost hit by a truck. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's it. What you want? Like. Oh hell no! You already know I don't stay on code. Fuck that. You of all people know that. Like I said, if he another bum Puerto Rican, get his ass out of here. You damn right I don't stay on code. Fuck out of here. That's what I mean. Like, it ain't even about, bro. I can't stand Berlanga, bro. Like, I was so happy, bro. I was so happy when Canelo took that belt to his ass for all those rounds, bro. Just like I was happy when Josue Vargas got knocked out. Was happy for that too. It's just questions that I'm asking because I know people will say, well, yeah, you know, you got somebody from the other corner that watched the hand wraps and the commission. All right, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. But just like when I spoke to the lady from the athletic commission today, I actually asked her. I said, "So you're telling me that there's no, because y'all do that with the hand wraps, you can't cheat?" And she says, "Oh, I'm not saying that, because I'd be lying to you. The people have cheated in the past, so it's not like 100% proof. If somebody was to sneak something on an airplane." Or if, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna say? Oh, but they check at the airplane, y'all. You go through the map. That don't mean shit. So what? So what? Plenty of people go through metal detectors. Plenty of people go through shit. They still find a way to get this shit on, bro. If you really want to do something, bro, you can do it. Like, let's not forget, bro, that we've had people like Victor Conti in sports who could need I say less. And I'm not saying that the dude is, because to be honest with you, I like Sheeraz. And I think he's a stand-up dude. Also, I wasn't seeing plenty of people around saying anything about Sheeraz. I was one of the few channels that was like, yo, I think Sheeraz is really that good. I said he was going to knock out Berlanga. I said it doesn't matter if he's moving up in weight. I said he's a good power puncher. He's a very accurate puncher. I like the one thing I like about Sheeraz is that he sets his punches up. He's not just a lot of times when he knocks somebody out, a lot of times he's setting it off at that jab while they're in between combinations, and his hook is actually a primary weapon that he has. So I've always liked Sheeraz. But like I said, like, I'm just asking a question because it's like, only did that with 2 fights. So I'm just trying to figure out, why would a person leave one hand wrap on only 2 times out of your career? That's it. That's the only thing I'm asking. Why would you do that only 2 times out of your career? And is it a coincidence that the 2 times you did it, the dude's face looked like they got hit by a truck? That's all I'm saying. I mean, if you want me to, I'm going to say, because there's no accurate, I'm going to go with the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give Sheeraz the benefit of the doubt, but I am going to say, I'm going to ask questions. Because when I first saw that, y'all can't tell me, bro, y'all can't tell me that looks normal. That when a person is fighting, they take off one hand wrap. So I thought maybe he's got a habit of that, because like, people are creatures of habit. I'm a creature of habit. So when I do something 9 out of 10, I've done it a lot of times already. So I go back and I look at his fights. I'm like, bro, this ain't shit, bro. If I go back to his fights, watch, I'm going to find like 10 fights with him with one hand wrap on. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And to be honest with you, I thought that's what I was going to find, because the very first one I looked up was the Austin fight. I'm like, oh, look, he's got one hand wrap there. I'm like, yeah, it's all good. He just always does this. But other than the Austin fight, none other. And what I found very, very weird was the only fight where he immediately took him off was, to me, the fight where he did the worst, which was against Adames. That was a little weird too. There's only one fight where he took him off immediately after the fight, and it was when he had his worst outing. Every other fight, like the Denny right here, he just kept them on, right? Because he kept them both on. So he's either kept them all on, or I think Adames in one other fight, he took them immediately off. And like I said, there's only 2 where he leaves his left one on. And all I'm asking is, I don't understand why. Because if you're first off, Sheeraz has came out in the past and said that he broke his hand. He had a broken hand. I forgot in what fight it was. He had a broken hand, and I know for a fact he had a broken hand, because I think they were talking about it in the I think it was the Austin Williams fight. They were talking about a previous hand injury. Like I said, I spent 3 hours on this shit, bro, just looking at fights with this guy, and I know he's got hand injuries, which is why, another reason why, like I said, if you got hand injuries, right, the first thing you want to do is take your fucking first thing you want to do is cut your shit off. You don't want to leave it on, especially if it's swollen, bruised, or whatever. It's nothing but tightness in there. You want to get it, you know what I mean? So I'm just asking questions because I'm just saying it's just a little weird. I could care less. This Berlanga, good, bro. Good. Good for his ass. Right? He probably does, bro. He probably does, bro. Hey, listen, man. Listen, the thing is with Fury, people can say what they want about Fury, but Fury's not for nothing. Fury, was found to have done some things in his career. So I don't put it past anybody. My only thing is this: is like I never thought. I still don't think Berlanga's trash. Okay. Now maybe maybe I've always been too rough on him as far as like the way I look at him, but it's because I never liked him. Never. I never liked him even when he was over at Top Rank and they were feeding him all these dudes where he was knocking them out in the first round. I never liked him then either. And even then I was like, bro, this dude throws no jabs hardly. His footwork is horrible. And I think the one fight everybody criticized Berlanga on is the one fight I think he did the best. The Mon Nicholson. Everybody like gets on him for that fight, but I think he did the best. Like that's the best outing I ever seen him in. Cause he didn't knock him out in the first round. He knocked him down Yo, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, yo, let me know if you can hear me, bro. I'm on my phone, bro. I got a storm in here, man. The storm knocked out my internet, bro. If you can hear me, at least let me know. Okay. Yo, since, huh? Shadow got kidnapped by Turkey. Nah, bro, it's a storm in here. Hey, bro, I ain't never used my phone before, so if somebody wanna hop on, bro, hold on. How I drop this link on the phone, bro? Hold up. Wait, did it come back on? Wait a second. Hold up. Oh yeah, I'm back on. All right, hold on. My bad. Okay, my shit came back on. Yeah, hold on. Let me drop the link real quick, bro. If y'all want to come on, bro. Look, man, I'm not accusing the bro, bro. Look, bro, I like Sheeraz, man. I like Sheeraz. Fuck Berlanga, you know what I mean? But I'm also fair, bro, and I'm just saying, like, somebody needs to come on here and tell me why somebody would uh do that, bro. Why would you keep one hand wrap on? That's all. That's what I want to know. I'll drop the link and y'all tell me, you know, what do you think the odds are that in only 2 fights you do that? Like I said, I've now obviously I couldn't look at all his fights, bro, but I've looked at I'll tell you the fights I look at before I drop the link so y'all can even verify what I'm saying. Like I'm not lying to y'all. So I watched I don't know how to pronounce his name. His name is Guido Pito. Guido Nicholas Pito. He fought him in London in November 28th, 2020, right? I saw that fight. I also saw the Liam Williams fight where he fought him at the Copper Box Arena. And that was February 2024. I saw the River Wilson Bent fight. I saw that fight where he knocked him out in the second round. And the other two, the Austin Williams, the Adamas, and Denny. Those are the fights I watched. And like I said, all of them immediately after he either took the hand wraps off. Oh yeah, and like I said, out of all of them, the only one where he actually took them both off immediately was the Adamas fight. But other than that, like I said, only 2 fights where he left his left one on. And all I'm asking is like I'm trying to think in my mind, like I don't know, maybe you think he could be like I ain't gonna lie, like I got OCD, so I got these weird things I do. You know, like I do these where a normal person might look at it and go, like, what are you doing? I do it because in my head, if you've ever had OCD, right? If you don't do these things in the back of your mind, it's stupid. But if you got OCD, then you'll know. But you'll do these things because subconsciously your mind is telling you that if you don't do them, something bad will happen. Like for instance, like when a person locks their door like 5 times, right? Like I don't know if you've ever seen a person ever do that. They'll lock their door so many times, but if you take a person like that and you don't like a person that is like that, if you just tell them to just leave, if you just grab them in the house and you're like, hey, let's just go, and don't let them lock their door, they'll go crazy. They'll go crazy because they think something bad's going to happen, right? Maybe he's got OCD and he does that. But the thing is, though, if that was true, then wouldn't you do that for all your fights? Wouldn't you do that for all your fights? Not just 2? I'm just here. Let me drop the link. I'm just asking. I mean, somebody come out here and tell me because it doesn't. I don't know. And this is gonna sound messed up, but if anybody, if you were to tell me, hey Shadow, you gotta pick a fighter to get hit with some illegal raps. If you put me in that spot And I was like, what? Yeah, man, you got to pick a fighter to take the bullet, bro. To take the bullet, bro. I would pick Berlanga. So it couldn't have happened to a better, but it's still serious though. What's going on, HOD? Talk to me, man.
What's going on, Papa? Hey, how was your birthday weekend, bro?
Oh, my birthday was good, man. Thanks for asking. I got a smart bike, but I'll tell you about it later. It's one of those.
What?
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those bikes where like you put on the like I could type in. It uses Google Earth, and I could just like an exercise bike, but I'm actually like on the street. It uses like Anyway, it's like a Peloton. But go ahead, bro.
Sweet, bro.
What do you think about this?
Well, I went through it all with everything you were saying, and then I just went to the tape, and if I see nothing wrong with it. I saw what the moment they were taking off his glove, by his trainer, and I think the other person was the commission, and so his trainer took off his right glove, and then there was somebody then right in front, so you couldn't. But they cut off his right hand wrap. The commission, I think, is the one who then pulled off his left glove, helped pull off his left glove, and then at that very same moment, there was somebody to his right or right front of him, which he hugged, and when he hugged, you saw that the hand wrap on the right side was gone, left one was still on. And he hugged that person, and with all the commotion as it was,
You think they left it?
They just left it, bro. That's what I just saw right now. You could see it too. It's online because he.
But then what about the? So you're saying the same thing happened in the Austin Williams fight then too?
No. I'm just saying what I saw in this fight. Now, let me get this premise.
Yeah.
When I saw the fight on Saturday, I saw the left hand wrap on as he was, in the ring post-conference interview, and he was pumping his fist, right? And I'm looking at the hand wrap, and I'm like, damn, that motherfucker looks like perfect, smooth. Like, I thought it was weird that he still had it on, but I saw first that it was just like, man, that looked like a motherfucking, that looked like a cast. That whoever made that wrap just did a fucking hell of a job. What the fuck? But then like right now, as you were talking, I went ahead and I'm looking at it. And I didn't see no like, oh, I'm trying to evade or I'm trying not to have them cut this off or anything like that. It was very just whatever.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I look at, like I said, the only two ones where I saw him with the left one on, and like I said, maybe maybe it's just a coincidence, but like I said, bro, I've looked at maybe 5 or 6 fights, and there's only 2 fights where that's happened. And both of them dudes look like they got ran over by a truck. But at the end of the day, like, it's gonna sound fucked up, but I don't care about Berlanga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I feel like whatever happens to him,
I don't like him either, but I don't like him, dude.
Huh?
I don't hate him. I don't hate the guy like that, bro. I mean,
no, but I'll tell you this though.
I laughed. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed on Saturday, right? I mean, I'm laughing.
No, because of his demeanor. Karma's a bitch, bro. Karma's a bitch because you know why? You know why? Another reason why I don't like Berlanga too. When Tank lost, it's not like I'm a huge Tank fan, but when Tank lost, when Caleb Plant lost, and all these other guys lost, you could go back and find multiple streams of this dude laughing at people. How you a bit right, but and I get it. That's how people are. But I don't like people like that because it's like, you know what I mean? It's like I never liked his demeanor. I still don't like his demeanor, bro. Hold on, bro. Let me check this. Hold on 1 second. Somebody's here. Let me hold on. Yo.
Hey, stop making it.
All right. He gone out of there. Good. All right, bro. What's good? You there?
To me or the retard that just came on?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was gonna give him a chance to talk, but I mean, the way he came in there, I mean, you think I'm gonna let somebody as soon as all I gotta do is hear the one, let me that's all I gotta hear. He gone, bro.
Hey, we got a hand wrap for you, bitch.
Yeah, he tried. Hey, I give him an A for effort, though. I give him an A for effort, bro. At least he tried, bro. Most motherfuckers don't even try. So He's still a bitch. So.
But look, like I said, just looking at what I just saw right now, you can just see it right now live because the fight's online because Turkey puts it online immediately.
I like I like that about Turkey, bro.
I do. I was a little mad. I'm like, man, I spent this much, and you put it online, but guess what? Now that's gonna. Why do I buy the fucking thing? I didn't want to buy it, but because
he doesn't put the whole card on like immediately.
Yes, he does.
No. I'm gonna prove it to you because he didn't put the Berlanga fight wasn't put on until 2 days afterwards. He put he put Shakur on right away. He put the Shakur fight on right away. He put the Shakur fight on. He put on 2 and he kept 2 because I tried to watch the Matias and the Puello, right? Because people were complaining about that fight, but that wasn't immediately on the next day. You had to wait next day.
But still, he's putting it out.
No, he's still putting them on. Yeah. No, but you said, what's the reason of me paying for the pay-per-view? And I'm like, well, it ain't like he's dropping them all like.
Well, no, but listen, you didn't listen to what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying, like, I'm like, damn, man, why am I paying for the pay-per-view? Well, why do I do it? So that I could talk shit with you guys immediately. You know what I mean? And it's more of the hobby part. You know what I mean? But now I'm not gonna be so compelled because I know we're not always gonna be talking.
Yeah, but if you don't, but if you don't pay for it, let's say, or you don't watch it, whatever, right? And then we drop the link right after the fight. Then how you gonna?
It's the only reason
you're gonna
why.
feel out of loop, right? You gonna
it's the only reason. But outside of that, like for this fight, I could have waited till today or yesterday, whenever they put it out and talk. And so I'm like, oh man, I just watched it. Okay, I mean. You know, it's not a must like some of the other fights, but damn, no, bro, no hand wrap controversy. I just watched it again.
He thought Puello one was that fight. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I was biased, so I like the fact that Matias won. But yeah, I see why people got. You know what? I got more of an issue with David Morrell winning, bro. To be honest with you.
Oh yeah, David Morrell that was a robbery, but bro. Puello to me, Puello. I scored it for Puello. But it was such a high volume, high action fight that I think what ended up happening, and you know, there were a couple of swing rounds, but the judges saw Matias all night pressure and probably gave him more rounds because of that. Because it was all night. That guy didn't stop coming to Puello. And so I can see why, but it wasn't a robbery per se, because I could see why they gave Matias the reason why, because he was the aggressor all night long. But
honestly, Pounds, my bad, HOD. Honestly, Pounds, I'm on the fence, but at the end of the day, like I said, I know this sounds fucked up, but because it's Berlanga, like I really don't care, and that is kind of fucked up because I don't even know the dude, but I really just don't like Berlanga, bro. I just don't like.
No, I don't like him either, but I don't.
And I know what you're saying. You're saying like, well, what does that have to do with him getting hurt? Well, I mean, it ain't like I want to wish hurt on him. It's just that if something happened to him, I could care less because of the way he acts. But I will say this.
You would have died in the ring, you could care less?
Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. And I will say what kind of like changed my mind a little bit was I saw Sheeraz said after the fight that Berlanga, he spoke to Berlanga on the phone, and that Berlanga was basically telling him like a lot of shit that he does is just for like promotion and shit. And I'm like, I get it, bro, but not everybody is that so damn like. Not even Adrian Broner was really some of the shit, like, you know what I mean? Because Berlanga be telling people like, yo, man, tell your moms to suck my dick, bro, like that. Like that's the type of shit.
Broner be on that shit too.
I don't like that shit, bro. I don't like disrespectful motherfuckers, especially like disrespectful people that just talk disrespectful. I don't know, bro. I love to see them get their ass.
But this is the problem what I have with him saying selling the fight.
You talking about Berlanga?
Right, because you're getting an automatic check. So do you have to go that far?
Right.
You don't have to go that far. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. We rowdy and yeah, you know, blah 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 and all that shit. You punk ass bitch. Yeah, I am New York. Blah. I get that. But when he was going over the top with Oscar and all that stuff, I'm like, I don't get it. But hey, man, I mean, but no, man, I think we should put this one kind of the rest, unless
No, no,
there's an
there's some
investigation.
people that, well, HOD once again, brother. With all due respect and love, my guy, just because you see it a certain way doesn't mean everybody else is. Like I said,
No, but I saw what you did. I saw what
mean,
I saw what you saw. I was that
right,
night.
right. Well, I
That
mean,
night.
I still ask. The only other time I seen it was the Austin Williams fight. And after his face looked like it was mauled. And like I said, every other fight he didn't
you
do that.
showed it.
So
You
I
showed
just
it.
got questions. I'm not accusing him. There's a difference. I'm not accusing him. I'm asking questions. And
Well,
I'm a
that's what I'm
boxing
saying,
fan, and I'm gonna ask questions, and I'm gonna look at people's history and their past. That's all I'm doing.
Go pull
That's
up
why I didn't give this. That's why I didn't give this faggot or whoever the fuck it was on here even a chance to say anything, because he's like, well, I don't know what the fuck he said. He sounded like he was high as hell, but motherfucker, I said from the beginning, I ain't accusing nobody nothing. I'm asking questions.
Go pull up the fight and go to
Which
22
one?
minutes and 22.
I've looked at the Berlanga numerous times already.
But I'm saying when they're cutting his reps, and then see if he's doing anything like to obscure the left hand.
It's not. No. I know what you're saying. You're thinking, well, if he's got something wrong with his hands, he should be like, no, don't look at it, right? And I'm not talking about that per se. I mean, whether you act guilty or are guilty or like, you know what I mean? Like, there are people that can kill people and like the very next minute be talking with somebody and act like nothing went wrong. So you're trying to tell me because he's acting calm and collective when they were gonna cut the that means he's innocent. Like, bro, I know some evil ass motherfuckers out there that'll drop a body and then turn around and talk to people like they had a great day. Like, so you're basically saying they were gonna cut the glove off. There was a whole bunch of commotion. For some reason, they didn't go ahead and cut the glove off.
No, I didn't say for some reason. I told you specifically.
No, I'm saying hypothetically.
Right in front of him, there was someone who he wanted to hug.
But still, the commission just decided to not do their job because somebody got in the middle. The commission is like, fuck it, I'll let that one go. Like, huh? Like, who cares? It's just a hand wrap, right? That's basically what you're saying.
It seems like it to me. Because the commissioner was right there in front of him, or a guy in a suit. I know it was a guy in a suit. I can't even say it was the commission.
If you are in the commission, you don't go, oh well, just because there's a commotion going on and they're celebrating, I'm just gonna only take one hand wrap. HOD. That's not how that goes. You're supposed to take two. You're supposed to take them both.
Yeah, but this is the New York Commission who's supposed to take their own urine test and whatever from the fight, and they didn't do that.
And that's another point I was gonna get to. This is the same New York Commission with the whole
is it me or you? I can't hear you. Are you gone again, bro? Yeah, Shadow. Well, Turkey kidnapped Shadow momentarily. He'll have to pay a ransom. Yeah, I understand. That's a good point too. You know what I mean? Maybe it's on one of those YouTube fights. We'll just go back and.
This damn storm is tearing up my internet, bro. Yo, is it raining by you, bro?
No, but I saw that on the news. Like New York was all fucking.
Hold up.
Flooded. Was that true?
Why can't I hear you?
You can't hear me? I can hear you. Talk, Shadow.
Oh. There you go. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. No, but you guys, out east, you guys been having a lot of issues with the rain.
Yo, hold on. Yo, HOD, are you talking?
Yeah, I'm talking. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me loud and clear in the chat? Who can you hear?
What is going on, bro?
Can you hear Shadow? Can you hear me? La 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 la.
Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me, Hawker? Because I can't hear HOD. Man, I hate using this shit on the phone. I only did this one time on the phone, and that was when there was a rainstorm with HOD. We were on here for 3 hours, bro. This shit is already giving me that type of flashback. I don't like StreamYard from a phone, bro. Oh, you hear everybody? I just don't hear HOD. Maybe that's a good thing though. You know? Maybe this is a positive thing. No, see, see, yeah, my guy says, I can hear both you talking. What the hell? Hold on, brother. Keep talking, HOD. I know you're good at that.
Hello?
Let me, there you go. I'm right back on. Internet's back on. Give me a second.
Nah, nah.
There you go. Hold up. Hold up. All right, my bad, yo.
You've made it to the HLD podcast.
Hey, you
And
should
I'm
do
your
a
host,
podcast, HOD.
HLD.
You know,
Yeah.
I wonder if you did do a podcast, how many people would actually watch you? I'd watch you, brother. I'd watch you.
I'm not going to be cocky about it, but I know I will do well.
What? I already know. Go ahead. Say that. What?
I don't want to be cocky, but I know I will do extremely well. It's just not something I want to do.
Oh, first off, man, I appreciate you being here. Yo, first off, this ain't normal with my connection and shit. Trust me, I got good Wi-Fi. It's just a storm, bro. I don't know what's going on. It's bad over here in Maryland, bro.
It's the flux
It's
capacitor in his
crazy.
modem that he's got behind him. You see
I
that
know,
machine
right?
behind him?
I got the bootleg.
No,
I got
it's
the
that flux.
bootleg.
It's the flux capacitor, man, from the
Nah,
back
nah,
to the
nah.
Greensport, bro.
Yo, I got my Wi-Fi with 2 cups on the string and shit. You know, I used to be like kids and shit. Like, hello, that's my shit. Nah, man, I supposedly got the 1 gig, man. But anyway, bro. Oh yeah, what were we saying before I got cut out? Because I'm gonna probably keep getting cut out. But yeah, look, man, I'm not accusing bro of anything, but I am gonna ask questions, and I will say, like I said, I think it's kind of messed up. But if you were to like put me in a corner and say, or put me in a position and say, hey, you gotta pick a fighter to get hit with some loaded gloves, who would you pick, bro? I think my first pick would be Berlanga. So that I mean, I know it's kind of fucked
Nah,
up.
you need to change that up too. If I want to see somebody get knocked the fuck out, it'll be.
I already know what you're gonna say. I already know. Let me do it for you. You gonna say Devin Haney?
No, just say knock the fuck out. I'm saying for you, instead of saying loaded, bro, you could kill somebody. I'm just saying, if you
Yeah,
want
yeah. I guess you can kill
to,
somebody.
you could
No,
kill
you know what it
somebody.
is. You know what it is about. I think I told you this before, but
I already by
you
the
know
way, I
one of the
already saw
main
Devin Haney.
you know one of the main reasons why I really don't like Berlanga, right? You know why, right?
We got. I don't like him either for the same.
No,
For the same
I'm
reason.
asking you a question. Do you know why? Like one of the main reasons why I really don't like him.
You got family members that act like that.
Yeah, I got family members that act like that, but it's the whole Trinidad thing. It's the whole,
Well, I mean, when it comes to the integrity of who you are as a boxer,
I don't
that's
like
what
how he
hurts.
did that, and I agree with you. Like you said it perfectly. What you said it the other day. Say what you said because you said it. You kind of took it because I've been trying to say it, but
He's a culture vulture to our people, to have our people represent him instead of him going out there to represent our people.
right there you go. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I
so
got mad at Trinidad for that, bro, because when he went, and I get it, I know why he did it, but when he went down to Puerto Rico, you like
he forced
Berlanga went
himself
down there.
upon him, bro.
He went down there after his 13th fight.
He knocked on his door. What is he gonna do? Not open it? You know what I
Nah,
mean?
but it's like you said, it's the way he did it. You know, he got his 13th knockout, right? He started getting the buzz, and you know when this was the fight where he knocked the dude out and he jumped up on the ring and said to Andre Ward, I'm a monster. He looked at Andre Ward and said, I'm a motherfucking monster. Remember? When I don't know if you remember that, but he did that, right? He went down to Puerto Rico, and then there was like a barbecue, and Tito was there. I played it before, and Tito kind of like endorses him. And when Tito did that, I'm like, Tito, bro, he's gonna embarrass us, bro. And then this was before he was really on that crazy rah-rah New York disrespectful Rican shit. He was still somewhat, he wasn't that talkative. Then all of a sudden he had the Nicholson fight. And then I think the one time when he talked to Fat Joe, it was like that one time. They just next thing you know, he's got the gold chains on, he's got all this shit, and then it's like you said, bro, there's a difference between promotion and some of the shit he does because it's like you said, like Shiraz in his recent interview, the dude was saying it was somebody from the Ring magazine, and they were like Berlanga really sold the fight, didn't he? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, man, he sold the fight. I ain't have to do nothing. He talked a lot of shit, and he was like, but he called me or I called him or something, and then this is the day after the fight, and he's like, the guy's like, well, what did y'all talk about? He's like, none, just Berlanga was like, hey, no hard feelings and this and that, and I'm thinking, no hard feelings, bro. You be saying crazy shit like you be telling, tell your mother and your wife to suck my dick. You was playing like Egyptian music and Disney music when he was playing, like disrespecting his culture.
Right, over the top, just very over the
Over
top.
the
Like,
top shit.
like you're
Yeah.
trying to sell, like you're really trying to, like if you're gonna make money off of the pay-per-view or the ticket sales, or maybe he is. I don't know. Maybe he is, but I don't remember anybody from Turkey getting back end money. I think they just get upfront money and that's it.
Yeah, I think it is upfront money, right? Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, like, why does he care? You know what I mean? To overdo it. Yeah, you're gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but
do you think he can even improve? I don't even think he can improve at this point, HOD, to be honest.
man, he's a sucker bag, bro. He's done, bro. I don't.
You know what's crazy? He was doing all right. He
started off the fight well, but he fell asleep, and that's what happened. He fell asleep at the wheel, and Sheeraz caught him. This is similar because he started off okay, using the jab, blah blah. I'm like, okay, but then he fell asleep, and a little bit different to what he did with Canelo. With Canelo, as soon as he tasted that shit, that hook, he's like, I can't fall asleep, and he.
Hold on, let me make sure this is LT, bro. Let me make sure.
Brother, it's me, bro.
Okay. I'm just because right before you came on about an hour ago, somebody tried to come on here. Thank you for being on here, LT.
Nah, man, thank you for having me, bro. I wanted to touch on that. You know what music he was playing, dude? The dude was playing some fucking Jurassic Park.
Why did he play that? Why did he play that?
Because the dude is tall and he has long legs. You know how fucking the long necks, whatever the fuck that dinosaur's called that has a huge.
He's calling him a Brontosaurus.
Right? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Brontosaurus. So he played the music when those dinosaurs appear, like when he gets off the Jeep and he's look at him and looks from afar and he looks he's looking at these long neck motherfuckers.
That was the same press conference where he threw the panties at Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, exactly the same one. Yeah, that's exactly the same one. Yep.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, that was fucking, that made me laugh, bro. Honestly, that's I agree with Shadow Ghost, bro. This is why he's painting Christianity in a bad light because he actually worked like
cabrón, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, like really, how. Where's he gonna go from here? He's an undercard fighter. He's not a $1 million man fight no more. I don't think he is. I don't know who'll pay him that. Only Turkey will pay him money because I don't think any other promoter is gonna pay him top dollar for any undercard fight. Maybe he could fight Plank since they both came off losses, but that's an undercard fight.
Yeah, Munguia might pump him. Munguia might have him, but yeah, another undercard fight.
Yeah, but you're not gonna see Munguia for like 2 years, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because that fight was over there on that side of the pond, over there in BBOC, who's the commission, and they don't play, man. They like really hit you hard for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years and shit. So
really, they suspended him that bad, bro?
No, they haven't finished. A WBO president sent off on, I think it was on the 27th of June, a letter for cause that Munguia had to give them evidence what's going on, and Gustavo told me directly that they already received it and the whatever evidence they may have to try to fight the allegation, and that the championship commission of the WBO is also going to look into it. But it doesn't matter because once that commission from the British board, if they decide to suspend them, well, they don't do like over here 6 months or a year or a little slap in the hand. They really hit you hard.
That's crazy, bro.
You know
I
what?
don't think. I don't think.
I want to see LT after this whole thing though. You know what I really want to see?
What?
You know what's I'm telling you, bro. This fight will be lit, bro. Y'all gotta agree with me. Caleb Plant versus Berlanga. The promo. Oh my god, bro. The promo.
Yeah, the promo might be. Yeah,
Caleb
man.
Plant
Shit
versus
talkers. Yep.
Berlanga, bro. That shit, yo.
That's
They'll
what I
probably
just
be more,
said.
bro. The promotion
Yeah.
will probably be more action packed than the fight, though. But for real, bro, that shit, I can't wait, bro. And you know what'll make it even better too is you remember when Caleb Plant bumped into Berlanga outside.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I saw that
Right.
video. Yeah.
And you know that's actually the one time where I actually like back Berlanga in a
Oh,
way.
really?
Yeah, because when I look back at that, I'm not saying the fight, but you know I don't like Berlanga. You know that, LT. I'm just saying that the way the situation was like, because Berlanga was just minding his business, walking by. And I think Caleb Plant, you know how Caleb Plant is, bro. Like if you even say anything to this dude, you tweet, you say anything, and he even hears you talking about him, like he'll approach you in real life. You know what I mean? So he saw Berlanga, and I forgot what happened, but in reality, like that was the first time I saw Berlanga. Like, bro, just chill. Like he was like, "Yo, let's fight, me and you." And Berlanga's like, "All right, well, I'll talk to my people, whatever." And Caleb wouldn't let it go. He was like, "No. So you fighting me next? You fighting me next?" And then that's when Berlanga was like, "Yo, who the fuck are you talking to?" And then that's when they got. But in a way, when I first look at that, I'm like, bro, Berlanga was just trying to leave. He wasn't even trying to talk to Caleb, but Caleb kept like, nah, you gonna fight me. And then he got annoyed, and then that's when they got face to face. But that right there, the promo with that is good, because when Caleb lost to the dude that looked like the dude from Saved by the Bell, his last fight, fucking Berlanga got on X and was laughing at him, just like Berlanga laughed at when Tank fought Lamont Roach. That's another reason why I was glad when Berlanga got his ass whooped, bro, because he's just, I don't know. Like I said, he reminds me of my cousin, and I don't like the energy from him. So, but what do you think about the hand wrap thing though, LT?
Which with what? With I didn't hear anything.
So with the Sheeraz thing, right? So I mean, personally,
well, what did you hear? What's going around the world?
So they're saying that his hand. So you go back to the fight, right? The end of the fight, he still had his left hand wrap on, Sheeraz. So they're going around saying that they feel like, that his, and now that on X. Let me show you the picture. It's showing
show us, bro.
They're trying to say that like it was loaded, right? So I'm watching this, and the first thing that comes to my mind is like, who the fuck is gonna load their glove for bum ass Berlanga, right? So,
dude, you don't need a
right. You don't need to do that, right? So so I'm like, all right, well, I got time today, so I came home and got something to eat, and I fired up the fucking Sheeraz. It's just all his fights, and I got a list of what I've watched. I watched like, I watched like, I think it was like 5-6 fights, right? But I made sure I picked one that was way back in like 2020. And then I saw the Adamas, I saw the Austin Williams, I saw the Liam Williams, and then I saw the Denny, which was only one round. A couple of them are only 1 or 2 rounds, and then obviously the Berlanga. And I go immediately to the end of the fights, and I noticed that in most of his fights he just keeps both hand wraps on, right? There was only one fight where right after, immediately, as soon as the fight was over, he cut them both off. That was the Adamas fight, which was the one, to me, that was his worst outing, right? I think he lost that fight. But then there's only 2 fights. There's only 2 fights where he kept the left hand wrap on, and that was Austin Williams and Berlanga. And if you remember, Austin Williams' face looked like a truck. But then again, for Sheeraz's credit, like Austin Williams fights like Errol Spence. He reminds me of Errol Spence, but with like worse defense. He's just straight up, just all gas, no brakes. So I mean, look, it could just be a coincidence, but just as a boxing fan, I'm gonna look at this shit because
right. It's something to talk about.
It's something to talk about, and not only that, like people make it seem like, oh, well, the other corner is watching the hands get wrapped, and the commission signs off on it. It's like, come on, bro, let's not act like we've never heard of anybody taking PEDs before, having loaded gloves before, like it happens. And then I even called, and this is where I got fucking really mad. I called the New York State Athletic Commission earlier.
You did?
Yeah, just to ask questions. And I recorded the conversation, and then my audio for some reason the audio didn't record. But I simply just asked, like, hey, what is it like? Do you sign off the gloves or the wraps? She's like, oh yeah. She's like, she said the basic shit. Both pick out a pair of gloves, right? And then depending on where they're at, right? They inspect the hand wraps and the gloves prior to the fight, and then after the fight, they check the hand wraps after the fight.
Right.
Well, when she said that, I'm like,
yeah, okay. There's no way.
Right. Well, no, but when she said that, I'm like, okay. So if you look at the hand wraps after the fight, and then HOD's telling me that he went back and looked at it more, the Berlanga fight, and it shows the commission taking off the right hand, and then he was about to take off the left hand, and then there was a commotion or whatever, and then the commission just leaves it like that. That's weird. Like, why would you not? So what are you gonna do? Like, oh, I'm sorry, somebody got in the way, he's hugging somebody, I'll let the left hand go. That's not how it's supposed to go, bro. You're supposed to, it's like, I'm going through a metal detector, and you're gonna be like, oh, it's kind of busy, just go ahead, let that bag go through. Nah, bro, you do your job. I don't give a fuck if you're celebrating or not, But at the end of the day, like, why would you need to cheat for Berlanga? But still, it's still something that I look at, because it's like, he only did it 2 times, and it was against Austin Williams and fucking Berlanga.
Yeah, right. but in other words,
can you show us the picture?
It's not on Sheeraz though, because if the commission wanted to do their job, they will do their job. So it was up to them, point and simple.
Anyways, bro, even when the fight is over, they're still gonna remove the fucking wrap from his hand and put it together.
Right, but he walked all the way back to the locker room with it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're gonna test them back there anyway. So the commission is in the locker room waiting.
They need a drug test them anyways, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you want to ask me, I'm gonna say it's just a coincidence, and really, the main reason why I'm saying that is because, like I said, I could care less about Berlanga, but I don't want to see the motherfucker like.
You know what I was more concerned of? Not about him cutting it off, just looking at the wrap, that it looks so smooth like a cast.
Yeah, that was another thing too.
Bro.
You gotta admit,
that was the only thing that had me. Because when I saw it, that's the only thing I didn't. The first time I'm like, man, that looks perfect. Even the New York State Athletic Commission initials were on there. I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, damn, that looks.
Yeah, let me show you. LT, hold up here, right here. So this is what they're saying.
That looks bulgy, bro.
Right?
It does, right?
It does look kind of. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of bulgy, right? And then here goes another crazy thing too. So check this out, right? So I go back and I'm like, all right, well, let me check this dude's fights out, right? So let me show you something. And like I said, I just think it's a coincidence, bro. Because he
didn't need a cast to beat him, bro.
He don't need for fucking Berlanga. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I was cheering when Berlanga got knocked out, bro. I was cheering. But let me show you something here real quick. So I went ahead, I'm like, let me look at some of this dude's fights, right? So I went ahead and I looked at
Berlanga's wife went all crazy on the internet.
I know, bro. HOD, she really thinks bro cheated.
Bro, well,
of course.
Who's her wife? Let me look for her, bro. What's the name of the wife, bro?
But hold on, let me show you this real quick before we get into that. Look, so what I did is I went back and I'm looking at bro's fights, right? And I go back to let me see right here. First one was Williams, and then let's go to Denny. Okay, Denny. Let me show you this one. Okay, so he knocked this dude out.
See, look at that hand wrap. Look at the knuckles.
I know it is kind of like,
and who was that? Is that New York State Athletic Commission too? No, where is this at?
Hold on. I think that's in that was in Riyadh. Hold on. I think I pulled up the wrong one. Hold on. Let me remove this real quick and let me go to video
Oh, it
file.
is fucking trending, bro. It is fucking trending on
It is
X, bro.
trending, right? That's
Yeah,
why,
it is
bro.
trending.
That's
Yeah,
why I took
man.
you. But I'm telling you, bro. Like I yeah. I'm a boxing fan. I took 3 hours of I was like, fuck it. Let me take a look at his fights, bro. And it could just be a coincidence, bro. It really could, but it is something to be like. That is kind of.
I'm burying it as that.
So here, look, right here. So I even made the intros with the dates on there. So this is Sheeraz versus Denny in
A
2024.
microwave, bro.
Nah, brother. Is that a microwave? It looks
Yeah, it
like a
says
TV to
menu.
me.
It says menu. No, I don't
Oh,
know.
oh yeah,
Bro,
it does look like a microwave. Okay.
No, it has a
So, all right,
delete
so here
button
we go.
too. Who
Right.
knows? Anyway.
So it's 2024, and this is Shiraz versus Denny, right?
damn,
And
sure. Berlanga's wife, bro.
so boom, boom, right? Look at this. Look at this. So this was the first round knockout, LT, right? This was the first round. Now, after this fight, if you notice, he's got both hand wraps on, but they don't look like the bulging type right here.
Oh, he changed trainers though. I think.
He did.
Is that the same guy right there next to him? Right there, that guy right there.
Okay. So look, both of them are on, right? That's this one, right? So then
Oh.
look at this. So then we go to Adamas. Adamas is the one where I feel like he lost. I feel like he lost this fight. This was February 22nd.
Let's see if it's the same trainer.
All right. This is the fight where I feel like Adamas beat him. Now look at this, LT.
Look at his hand wraps.
Right here.
Oh, he
now
broke
look
his hand. It looks like.
Yeah, now look, he's got none. You see that? Now look, the only other time where he only had like Berlanga, where he only had one hand wrap on was the Austin Williams fight in June 1st, 2024. And if you look at Austin, like I said, this is just coincidence, but look at Austin Williams' face. I mean,
Different commissions too, though.
it looks like a fucking truck hit it, right? And then boom.
Wow.
Now look right there. Look at that. Look at that. No, look, that's not weird to y'all, bro. Look, he's got one on. The only
look how stacked that looks there. Look how stacked it looks there.
Look at that shit, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not accusing him. I'm just asking, like, why are you taking only one off? And how come the only two times you ever done that, your opponent's face looked like they got smashed in the face with a fucking truck? That's all I'm asking. I mean, like I said, it's Berlanga, so I mean, but Austin Williams seemed like a pretty cool kid. I don't know.
Take a snapshot of that and send me that.
You want me to send you this on X?
Just a snapshot right there. What you got right there?
Okay.
I think Sheeraz had a
Alaska trainer.
I think Sheeraz had a hand injury on Adamas, bro. So I think that's why they needed.
Yeah, Adamas he did
extra rapid, right? I think they needed extra rapid,
but it was
right.
it was I mean, look, this is all a coincidence, but I will say this though, the hand wrap that everyone's looking at, it is bulging, like HOD said. It looks like it's almost sculptured, bro.
It's stacked.
It's stacked. Like, damn. Hold on. So he wants a picture of. Let me see right here.
Oh shit! Turkey.
I don't mind
it
it at all,
boys.
Man.
What the fuck?
What'd you say?
Turkey made it onto the boxing boys.
He did?
Yeah, I'm looking here on Twitter.
Fucking Turkey, dude. Yo, bro, I was seeing that Turkey was making fun of this dude.
What happened?
With the Ariel or whatever his name is,
Ariwande.
Oh, Hawani?
Yeah, why, dude? Wait, what happened? You guys know anything about it?
No,
no. I try to figure it out. I don't know if you see. The thing is that Dana White does not like Ariel Erawan.
Yeah, Dana White hates him, bro.
And so I don't know if he's just tagging along and just coming up with anything to try to bury him and shit.
Whatever it is, bro, they're making this dude fucking pop, dude.
Yeah. He said he doesn't understand what's up, but
But he fucking
I sent it
unfollowed
to,
him,
oh my
bro.
god, I sent it to Tycho by an accident. Hold on. HO, you want me to send it to HOD on
Don't
X?
be
Hold on.
sending me your nudes that you're gonna
No,
send
I'm
to
sending
Tycho,
you.
bro.
You said
Yo,
you
Tycho,
just,
he's sending me your nudes to you, bro. What the
yeah, right.
fuck?
Yo,
There you go, HOD.
what's the
Check
name of
it,
the
bro.
wife, bro? Can you guys
Check it real quick. Make sure I sent it to you. All right.
what's the
Got
name
it.
of the wife, bro?
Got it.
Berlanga. Well, yeah. What
Yeah.
is Berlanga? What is her name? Let me see. Hold on.
Guadalupe.
I mean,
Berlanga's
I
wife.
expect, bro.
Guadalupe Mercedita
I expect the women to, you know what I mean? Like,
Sanchez.
she's not gonna want to admit her husband got beat up.
Guadalupe Sanchez?
Guadalupe Mercedita Sanchez. Come on, bro. That's not a Puerto Rican name.
Yeah. Where's she from, bro?
You know she's Rican, bro. Like, well, at least part of it, because she looks like she's been put together in Colombia, man. Because she's got all that. I think she got all that BBL shit
Put together.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I don't mind BBLs, bro. I'm not.
I don't like it, bro.
I don't like them. Nah.
I don't mind it, bro. I
I've
fucking
been
love
with
that.
two. I've been
I'm
with
not
two
gonna lie,
women.
bro.
This is her?
Like,
This is her?
there's like, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Oh yeah, this is
Like,
her.
I used to go to Walmart, and this like white, little, not white, but like light skin Mexican Hispanic, beautiful face. She used to be chubby, bro. And then the fucking COVID hit, and Trump started sending those checks, bro. Like, I want to say after the lockdowns, I went and she was still working there, dude. And I was like, damn, how are you? You know what I mean? Like, how you been? Like, yeah. Like, so I don't mind it, bro. Like, there's some chicks that like,
What are you saying? That she got a BBL with Trump's tax check?
yeah, yeah. After the
A lot of
lockdown,
women
bro.
did, bro.
She took the COVID money and got a BBL.
A lot of
Your
BBL,
priorities
dude.
are fucked up, bro.
Bro, a lot of women did, bro. Ain't no fucking lie. That's not a lie.
Yeah, bro. And since I'm in a border city, bro. I'm in like Brownsville, Texas. That's like the corner, like the southest corner of Texas. Like the southest, like the very peak, where Elon Musk decided to like make a SpaceX.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm in that little corner of Texas, bro. Like on the southest part.
Ah, yeah.
So I'm in a corner. I'm in a border city, bro. And my border city is Matamoros, and they do BBLs, bro. You know what I mean? They do BBLs there. And yo, dude, and I was at Walmart, right? And this chick, like, chubby, not fat, chubby, beautiful face, right? And I would see her, right? Because her eyes, bro, like, I don't know if she would wear like contacts, or her eyes were just like that, right? Like one of those like Mexicans with colored eyes, right? I don't know if she was one of those, or she just had contacts, right? Regardless, cute face, cute face, and right, chubby. But after the fucking lockdown, and I saw her body, dude, I was like, damn, dude, like, yeah,
Reconstructed.
yeah. Which on her part, bro, I don't mind it at all, bro. Like, her soul is beautiful. Like, she was like
I've
very
been with one. I've been with one that she didn't go all out exaggerated with her. She didn't need a BBL. She was already Colombian, but she had some tummy tuck stuff done, and
yeah.
and some lipo. But then I've been with one that, and she also had her bruiser. But then I had one, bro. She went all out. And when she took it all off, you can tell that shit was like, that is not real. And I was just drunk enough to hit it.
Hey, the thing that is weird too. I don't know if you saw Berlanga on X, but he so first his wife was saying this shit with the raps, right? But I don't think it was her that started it. It was somebody else. Well, a lot of people just thought it was just weird how
it
he
was
had
Prince. I forgot his Prince. It's this Dominican guy,
right
that has an Instagram channel, whatever page. He's the same guy that got checked by, I forgot what boxer. and told him, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. He smacked them or something. There was a group of guys. I don't.
I don't know who he is, but I do know.
He got braids or something like that.
Well, I do know it was like divisive because you had some boxers that was like, nah, but then you did have some other ones that was like, well, I never took one hand, you know what I mean? You had some that were like, I never took one hand wrap off. Like, it's just, I mean, it is what it is. I think it's like you said, HLD in that situation, but still, like you said, that's still a problem with the commission because it's like basically the commission was like, let them celebrate. I'll take
This
that.
is what happens when you don't do your job as by the letter, or do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They cut both of them off.
We wouldn't even be talking about it, right? Yeah.
You see, this is what happens when you don't finish what you start. You don't follow your protocol to the T. You leave doubts, and that's the problem.
And then it looks worse too, because like I said, you go to the Austin Williams fight, and it's the same thing. So that means they did that there, and that wasn't New York. That was the Austin Williams fight was the Riyadh card with the one where or was it Riyadh? I don't know if it was the same.
I think
it was the card with Frank Warren versus the where was the card?
5 versus 5. Yeah. That was over there. Obviously,
Frank Warren versus Eddie Hearn, right?
Yeah, that was over there.
And it was a clean sweep.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
All of Eddie Hearn's fighters losing, bro.
Yo, they're saying, I'm looking at Twitter so Turkey is saying, Turkey said that he talked to 3 fighters to fight Backroom, and he said they were scared to fight him.
Get the fuck out of here! Are you for real?
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
Turkey, you're reading. So say that again, HLD.
Because Turkey was on the Boxing Voice, and then somebody was going. Turkey said that he talked to 3 fighters about Backroom. He said that they were scared to fight him.
Not Virgil, bro. Not Virgil.
Who could those be?
Yeah, it ain't Virgil, bro. It ain't Virgil. Virgil
was asking for him. Virgil was asking for him on Alcatraz, bro. I remember. I saw.
Virgil's not ready till November, though. That I do know for a fact.
Right. I saw a video of Virgil saying, "Man, I don't mind fighting this dude. What is this? Backroom in Alcatraz. Like he was down for it, bro."
You know who else be jumping in the fights, bro? With no it's one of the reasons why I quickly was like, man, I fucks with him, bro. Tim Tszyu, bro. Tim Tszyu is fuck it. Tim Tszyu's like, I don't give a fuck who you put me in front of, bro.
Well, they didn't want to put him against Virgil. That's a fact. But the thing is, bro, maybe they did. You might be right. Maybe they might ask Virgil, bro. But you know who talks for Virgil, bro? It's Oscar. Virgil, because Virgil wanted that fight.
Hey, you saw Oscar put on the wig and
dude, I saw it, dude.
That's another reason why. That's another reason why, bro. And Berlanga, see, and you want to know what else too? It's not like I couldn't dislike him any worse, but it's like HOD said, bro. Like, so you saw what he did with Canelo, right? When he got in Canelo's face, he told him suck my dick, and just the way he was talking to him, right? Right. And then I'm looking at that as a person from the outside, you know, like I'm not in high school no more, bro. And I'm looking at it like, bro, Canelo picked you. Let's be honest. He picked you. That's like a lottery ticket. That boosted your name. He's doing you a fucking favor. This is the biggest payday you ever gonna get.
Ever.
Ever. Then you go in there, you get your ass mollywopped the whole fight, right? And then right after you're done, you say, "Oh, you're my idol." And then on top of that, you turn around and you go on this victory tour, like you won something. You throwing out the first pitch in the Mets game, bro.
Only in fucking Puerto Rico.
Like, bro, you make our people look fucking pitiful.
Yo, dude, listen, bro, I got a little story on that shit. I got a little story on that shit. Yo, bro, so I went on a cruise. I went on a cruise on October something, right?
Yeah.
And there were this Puerto Ricans, bro, and they were saying how, yo, did you catch the Berlanga and Canelo? Because like, what sports do you watch? They asked me, and I was like, I just watch boxing. Oh, did you watch Berlanga versus Canelo? Yeah, man, I watched it. Yo, man, my boy Berlanga, bro. Like, I can't believe it, bro.
Nah.
They actually, yes, dude. I was like, damn, dude, really?
Yeah,
Yo, man, he stood there
it's
12 rounds with Canelo, bro. 12 rounds. They were so
like
excited
right,
about.
acting like you fucking done,
Yeah, dude.
like
I
if
was
you
like,
done
yo,
went to
these
the
dudes
moon or
don't
some
watch
shit.
boxing
Yo,
at
and
all.
then on top of that, bro, right? Leading up to that fight, right? There was these Puerto Ricans from New York that was always hopping on my stream, right? So you of course you had a couple come on and say, man, you fucked up, bro. Like you were what they call me? Like an Uncle Tom or some shit like that, right? And I'm like, bro, let me tell you something, bro. You stupid as fuck, bro. I'm like, you think Berlanga's gonna beat Canelo, bro? You don't know boxing, bro. And the same dude, bro. The same. And shout out to that dude because he was cool, bro. But the next fucking day, he was in so much denial. The next day, I dropped the live. I'm like, all right, you dudes from New York, right? Fucking dude comes on. He goes, yo, Canelo, bro, that's impossible. I'm like, what's impossible, bro? He's like, nah, he's on steroids, bro. Ain't no fucking man could do that. I'm like, you talking like Berlanga is something, my guy. This is where you got it all fucked up. You're talking like Berlanga's good. He's not good, bro. He literally had it in his head, LT, that the only way Canelo can do what he did to Berlanga is because he had steroids. And I'm like, that just tells
That's
me right
fucking
there,
stupid,
you guys
bro.
are fucking delusional, bro.
That's
You
fucking.
guys he's not good, bro. He's garbage. He's trash.
It's fucking stupid, dude. That's fucking casuals,
Shadow,
bro.
I sent you a
Casuals.
picture. Name this fighter.
Huh?
I sent you a picture. I want you to name this fighter.
You want me to put it on the screen or look at it first?
Yeah, look at whatever. Put it on the screen. Just name this fighter.
Get the fuck out of here. Is that really him?
Put him on the screen. I don't know.
Oh, all right. Hold on. I'll put him on the screen, but it looks like him. That's the first one that comes to my mind is Devin Haney. Hold on. Let me see. Who's that?
Who's that to you, Shadow?
It looks like Devin Haney.
That's what everybody's
full
saying.
screen up, bro.
It does look like him a little bit, right? Who is
But
it?
you know who that is?
Is that the dude that has the he's got that little the ones that people are playing where he's like send me a contract. Is that him?
No,
It's not him.
You're
Who
not
is
gonna
that?
believe it. That's Boots Ennis.
That's Sharon Boots Ennis. Yo, it is Boots Ennis.
Who is he, bro?
That's Boots.
No way. That's how he looks, bro.
Boots and Devin got a kid, bro. What the fuck? Nah, bro. Nah. That's Sharon. Yo, that's Boots. That's my guy.
That's
Boots,
Boots, bro.
I swear to you, bro. When you said, "Yo, tell me who that is," I'm like, "Bro, that's Devin."
But that's what many people, bro. That he looks like Devin. But anyway, that's Boots Ennis, bro.
I know, Tycho, for real.
That might look weird as fuck. He's
He
still
look
dumb,
weird as
bro.
fuck, bro. Look. I ain't not for nothing, but if I got a haircut and I look like Devin, I go back to the barber and beat his ass, bro. I'd be like, bro, you need to change this shit now, bro. You got people thinking I'm Devin, bro.
Yeah, not.
Fuck, that's how you get your ass fucked up, bro. Yo, that's crazy.
Man.
Oh, yo, hey, since we on this topic of Devin, you know what's crazy?
This dude, bro.
Oh, y'all fucked up, man.
That's fucked up, bro.
Y'all
Hey,
really
man, I don't care
fucked up.
anybody said, but I know T could whoop this kid's ass right here, bro.
Hey, you know what, bro? You know what's so weird? Like the one thing, like this is where me and you disagree, HLD, but I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say it's a front, but let me finish first. I'm gonna tell you, like, I give Devin respect in a certain area because if it was me, I don't think I could do it. So you got him the way he lost to Ryan, right? Then of course you had the whole suing situation. Everybody's getting on him for that, right? Then you fight Jose Ramirez, who was like handed to you on a silver platter, bro, and you fight like, to me, it looked like he was scared, right? And now you take this fight with with Brian Norman Jr., which, you know, I feel like they don't put themselves in a corner, but they take it. And then, of course, you know, the whole promotion shit with the shoving and shit. But it's the press conference. The shit he's saying at the press conference is what's like crazy to me. Like, I really do think this kid believe this shit. Like, he's sitting up there and he's saying the same exact shit he said when he was gonna fight Ryan. He's like, bro, you a C-level fighter? Did you see that part where he's like, yo, you a C-level fighter? I'm levels above you. Like, you don't
Nah,
even
I
know
haven't seen the press conference. I
you
want to
didn't
see
see
it.
when Devin said that, and I'm looking at him like, bro, you said the same exact shit to Ryan, bro, and you saw what happened to you, bro. He's look. Let me show you. Let me show you.
You keep on saying you give him credit because you still don't want to accept.
No. Okay, this I knew you was gonna say that, bro. I knew you. Okay, listen, this is where we differ because me, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, listen, we both agree on one thing. We both agree on one thing.
Puro sur.
I feel like no matter what he says, he's gonna fight the same way when the bell rings. That's what I believe. But as far as like him taking fights or the stuff that he says, I feel like you gotta be delusional to even say some of the shit that he says because he takes a lot of shit on X. If you ever look at a random look, Devin Haney will put something up on X like this. He'll take a picture of like a sun or something. Just like I'm just giving an example, like a sunset. He'll just put nice sunset. He'll put, and all you see underneath is pussy, scared bitch. Just like yeah, right. Am I right or wrong? LP. I've seen it so many times, bro. He'll put like a sunset or some shit, or like a picture of like a I don't know, like a magazine or some shit, and all you see is pussy, scared bitch. All you do is run, da 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 da, and he'll sit there and he'll respond to these dudes, and I'm like, bro, if that was me, I wouldn't even be on social media.
Yeah, man.
Fuck
But
that.
they didn't want it. But look, the Haney's did not want this fight. They got exposed in 4K, and what they're gonna do? Back out now? You saw what happened. Did you see what happened with how they were trying to kill this fight? LT.
Nah, man, I didn't see it.
They you know that channel, the Coach Malachi show.
Yeah.
Well, Bill Haney, Norman Senior's on there. Bill Haney's on there. He comes into it, I think, into the live to try to fuck with Norman Senior, and then Norman Senior exposed them. Told him, look, man, first of all, you guys, Turkey is the one who came behind your backs and wanted to see if we wanted to whoop your son, and so we're like, yeah, we go for it. Then. Well, because Bill Haney had a wish list that he created at the Boxing Boys, so he's parading on everybody, right? All that media bullshit, and on the list, oh yeah, we want Boots, we want AJ, we want everybody, you know what I mean? All this
Right.
And so when they were on the Coach Malachi show, Turkey then announced it. Yeah, we got Norman Jr. fight Devin Haney, and then Bill Haney, you know who Tay Jones is, right?
Yeah.
He said, bro, but Norman said, man, Bill, you gonna tell the truth? And he like, bro, you called Tay Jones looking for ways to kill this fight because you didn't want to fight us. and oh, you bullshitting. So they called Tay Jones on the live, bro. And he's like, yeah, Bill, you called me this morning. You wanted to kill the fight because you wanted to fight Shakur. That this fight right here is gonna hurt our name brand. So what choice do they have now? They're talking in front of everyone. They gotta accept the fight, and hopefully he has a slip and fall and he'll pull out later on. That's
nah, bro. If he pull out, Turkey's
like
gonna be pissed, bro. Turkey will be pissed if he pulls out.
And if he doesn't pull out, he's gonna end his career. So which one of the two?
Because
yeah, bro. I heard it from you, bro. But I heard like he's struggling with money, right? Their team.
Yeah, I've been saying that they already sold their house in Vegas. The dad is in New York in a condo. His son is somewhere in Miami, bro. Because look, you gotta understand, they've been living just like any one of us or many of that we know. They live above their means, and they're millionaires living check to check. Now, if you look at the last few checks. The Regis Prograis fight only 1.5. The Ryan Garcia fight, they got 1.5 guarantee and whatever backing came out of that. Then before that, there was another fight. It was just 1 point. So they weren't making the top.
I'm not giving them an excuse, but I will say, like, I could tell you right now, 95% of my family will be doing the same shit, bro.
Yeah, because before that they had like, I think they had like they had a deal with a Matchroom. They were getting like $3 million a fight.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, LT. Exactly. Yeah. They were living off of, but that was only when the zone came on for the first time. So they overpaid a lot of people, but it was just to hire people and to have names on their roster. But once that contract fell through, now what? He was living in a I think the house was over $20 million in Vegas.
Damn, what a dumbass, dude.
Yo,
bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Right here in Texas, bro, with $250,000, bro, you can fucking make a house.
Una casota. I know that.
But you're talking about like 8 or 9 fucking rooms, 3 floors, backyard pool, 3 or 4 acres. That's what $250,000 gets you. You know what I mean? 3 or 4 acres. And you still have a fucking luxury car. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. But these dudes decide to like make their fucking, like, the Miracle dude. Like, what's his name? The Miracle. What's this dude's name? Forgot his name. What's the Miracle's names, dude?
Miracle?
Like, huh?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The one that fought Canelo, the Miracle Man.
The one that fought Canelo?
Yeah. Jacobs. Danny Jacobs.
Oh. No,
Danny Jacobs. Like, the dude got money, and the dude didn't decide to like move out like in Broadway or in fucking Miami down in the fucking in the boulevard. Nah, bro. The dude got his money and he went to fucking like an outside skirt of fucking forgot that name of a city. Where the fuck is Atlanta?
But he didn't go crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is, he still got a very luxurious house, but like a very big, nice fucking house, like a mansion, but on a place that you can afford it, like outside of Atlanta, like 3 or 4 miles away from Atlanta. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can get like buy yourself a nice property, right? Like, you're not trying to buy yourself a fucking house like in broad fucking Hollywood. You know what I mean? Where the houses are gonna be up the ass.
You know who Chad Johnson is?
Yeah.
He's a football player or ex-football player.
Yeah, Chad.
For the first when he went to the NFL for the first 3 years, guess where he lived?
Where?
Inside the football stadium.
Oh shit, dude.
For the first 3 years, he didn't spend no money on that, bro. He just saved all his money, right, bro? He just didn't care.
Right.
Bro, I got everything. I had cable TV, nice couch, food here and there. I didn't need to go anywhere, bro. He lived at the stadium to save his money. Smart him, but I'm just saying that a lot of these guys want to pretend something that they're not, and so
here, let me show you the
right.
LT. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Oh, and just like I suspected, Turkey.
Yo, Puro Soda's backstage.
Said that Sugar was hurt before the fight.
Yo, what's Shadow Ghost? Puro Soda's backstage. I just saw him.
Oh, hold on.
Yo, that's fucking stupid how these boxers want to live that fucking life, dude. If your house
I got you,
worth $20 million, dude, buy yourself a nice fucking yard.
Hey, Puro, is that you?
That's me.
Okay, all right. Just make sure.
Is that you with Diddy in the picture?
No worries, brother.
Hold on.
Puro?
What up?
Puro Tour.
By the way,
Hey, right here. Let me show you this real quick.
Hey, Puro, name that guy on the screen.
That is
Chacalacas.
Jaron Bootennis.
Yeah, you were on the show, probably.
I know. I was listening.
Yeah, he was here. He was here. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Share.
You look scary there.
I still can't tell that it's him, bro. I'm like looking at.
I know it straight up looked like Devin, bro. Right here.
I get the Devin look,
bro.
See, watch.
Davis bought a fucking.
Is what he says here. Now, look. I get. He's supposed to say this, but it it's just he said the same thing with Ryan. It's like deja vu. Hold on.
Why do you believe that you're on a different level than him? He's obviously the champion at 147. What gives you that confidence?
Because I don't know nobody that he fought. He's never fought nobody at the top. Yeah, I know he's going to say, oh, well, you're going to be the first one. Yeah, okay, it sounds good. We've heard this before. But he's done this at the highest level. I've been at the highest level for 7-8 years now.
I guess you disagree with that on him being on a different level than you.
I mean, everybody can believe what they want, but actions speak louder than
Guys, we've never seen.
Right here.
He has power. We all know he's one-sided. I think I'm going to go in there and handicap him. I know that he has power. We all know they got power. But against guys we've never seen before. We've never heard of these guys.
He's gonna run like a bitch, bro. That's all.
So I will show him that, power is good. Muscles is good. He's a muscle. He got a lot of muscles, but muscles don't win fights at the high level. Of the best of the best, no matter how much muscles you got, how much power you got, I will show him.
You got a chance to fight above 140 in your last fight. Now you're.
Then he goes on to say the same thing. Like he doesn't deserve to be in. I get it, bro. It's promotion, but it's like, bro, like when I see that, and then if you're gonna play tag, when the bell ring, motherfucker, come on, man, stop, bro.
I thought that was no Tom and Jerry. I thought that was outlawed.
Why is Eddie on stage? Why is Eddie on stage if he's not if he's not his promoter?
Nah, because he's a side promoter, bro.
He's a cool.
Yeah,
man, Eddie's there for emotional
That's
support.
how it is, bro. That's Turkey on the sheet for you, bro. Turkey is this is why these promoters love fucking
Turkey,
bro. Because Turkey, bro, like Turkey now puts fucking, like, if you want to make a fight with me, you have to go, unless you're Canelo or Crawford, like you're gonna have to go through these fucking promoters. Like that's the thing, bro.
They don't have to use any of their money, bro. They don't have to use any of their money.
Right. So these promoters get a little bit of the money, and you know what I mean. So that's why they have fucking Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn is Topollillo, bro. Eddie Hearn is Topollillo.
Yeah, but DHP is part of the team. You see it in the background; they're on the board.
Yeah, but that's still because even when Eddie Hearn was promoting Devin Haney, they still were a DHD or whatever the fuck.
Then Dito, does he actually go through with it? I don't know.
I do. I think he goes through with it. But I thought he was fighting Tio, this fucking guy.
Bro. What happened to fucking Tio now?
Beta Star fucking not that long ago, and fucking
because they shortchanged his contract. As simple as that.
Huh?
They shortchanged Teal's contract because Ryan lost, laid an egg. This guy laid an egg on Times Square running around. Their value went down, and then Teal did what he did, and Turkey wants to cut his pay. And you're like, no. I already got a 3-fight deal, and you want to cut my pay? I did my job. You pay me what you signed on to.
So yeah. So I get that part. So what? Like, so he still has his contract intact, right?
To my understanding, he still owes Turkey owes him a 2-fight deal.
Okay. So where the fuck is he? Like, he's not calling out anybody out. Like,
no, it's more or less to where Turkey wants to put him on his neck and whatever next one. And so we'll see. It could. I think Turkey, from what I just read on, I think he's trying to have something in October also. So who knows? Maybe we get an announcement.
You know what, bro?
October.
You know what, bro? Like, Tio got lucky with that contract, bro. And he got lucky because he was chilling with Canelo, bro. I just want to put that out there.
No, it's because Top Rank, it's because Bob Arum basically leased them out to Turkey. That's why.
Yo, speaking of Turkey, bro, you ever notice? I mean, it's obvious because he's the guy with the money, but he be like he was nobody says that. Obviously, nobody gonna say shit to him, but like you saw how like when he was talking shit about Oscar. He took a shot at Oscar. The one when the whole Canelo and Crawford press conference when when they said something about like the time or where it's gonna be at, and he's like, "Who asked you this question?" They said, "Who?" No, he said, "Who said this?" They said, "Oh, Oscar De La Hoya was saying." He says, "That's what I want you to bring his name up. This guy wastes my time." But then the next week, you see Oscar you know, at a fight with Turkey, taking a picture with him, and it's like Turk's the only one with enough money to be getting all these promoters together and shit. And then it's just weird though because
Look, all these guys are multi-millionaires, but this motherfucker is a multi-billionaire. So he's Big Daddy, no matter what, to all of these guys. These
yeah,
guys
they don't say nothing to him.
They can't. I mean, like he clowns Eddie Hearn all the damn time.
I know he be clowning Oscar too. Like,
damn, bro.
Yeah,
He like
I'm with that party.
They don't say
But okay,
nothing. They're like,
hey,
fuck
fuck
that. He's
this
got the
man,
money. He
bruh.
can talk about me all he wants.
The only person I haven't heard him like throw any stones to is to Bob Arum and Top Rank.
And Frank Warren too. I think he's been cool with Frank.
Yeah,
because
with
they
Frank,
hold his hand. That's why.
You know,
Wait. Has Bob Arum even been to these events?
Yeah.
Which one?
He flew out. So which one did he fly out to? There was one in Saudi Arabia that I know he flew out to. I know that one for a fact. One.
I would too. OG, I mean, shit, for the money, for that much money. I mean, I ain't doing no gay shit, but I mean, he wanna. I don't know. I ain't doing no gay shit, but as far as
that's
like,
not my daddy, bro.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, I get it. I get it with the whole talking back shit. I get that
and
shit.
Chill hasn't held his hand like that. We
He actually made fun of him. He made fun of him holding his hand.
Yo, that
Right.
Canelo. Oh yeah, I know. Canelo said, "Hey, yo, that is kind of weird, bro." Like,
No, yeah, it is.
the way he held, and then
though.
on top of that, the first press conference, he's like, "I wanted to sit next to Crawford." Right, as if they didn't let. Wait, bro, you own this whole shit, bro. Just get up and move your fucking chair, bro. Get up and move your chair.
Right, sit on his lap, bro. Shit.
Hey, yo, Puto, when he's like, I wanted to sit next to Crawford, as if they got the ability to fucking tell Turk no, as if somebody was like, man, sit your bitch ass here. No, nobody did that, bro. You chose to sit there,
you
bro.
do know what Turkey does love? He loves chaos, bro. He likes when the fighters.
Oh, he loves that shit.
He
Bro.
loves that shit. You can tell he does.
Bro. He
bro.
loves the drama, bro. He loves the
Yeah,
drama.
he does love that drama.
Yeah, he loves that shit. Yo, bro, I
fanboy,
wanted to.
bro. He's a fucking casual fanboy, bro.
Ah, fan, I forgot what I was gonna say, dude.
My bad, brother.
No, you're good. You're good. Fuck.
Yeah, I gotta check out this interview because he's talking about box. You heard what he said on the Boxing Voice? I'm reading here on Twitter.
I don't watch narrative nest, bro.
He offered Backroom to 3 fighters, and they all said no.
Oh yeah, I remember,
Yeah,
bro.
that motherfucker, beast.
Yo, bro, I remember now, bro. Bro, what's the deal with fucking this fucking shit, bro? What's the deal with fucking? I saw this picture where fucking Jake, what is it? Jake Paul, right? Jake Paul and Turkey, like, they had a meeting or some shit.
Oh, he wants to make. He said on the bike he wants to make AJ and Jake Paul.
Get the fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever,
He said he wants to
Good, bro.
Man, have AJ knock his ass out, bro.
Yo, bro,
Is
but
Jake
the
out
thing
his
is,
mind,
bro.
Jake is crazy if he does some shit like that.
Nah, but the
will.
thing
Like
is
a
that
fox,
Jake's
bro.
not
Makes
stupid,
money hand
bro.
over fist, bro.
Jake signs, bro. Like, Jake makes you sign like a fucking confidential shit, and then on the confidential shit, he tells you, "You're not knocking me out. Sign it." Like, whatever you're gonna do, you can't knock me out.
Yo, just real quick, LT. You know what's so crazy about that? Check this out. There's this dude. I don't know his name. Maybe somebody could put it in the chat, but this guy, he's got like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and his whole thing is he kind of like he like warns you about like these content, not just content creators, just famous people that come out with cryptocurrency, and he tells you it's a scam and this and that, and he looks into like allegations and shit, and he's done so much shit on Jake Paul, looking into like his background, right? And he brought out the Tyson shit. He got an insider who sent him a snapshot of like the so-called Tyson contract, and he's like, I'm really not supposed to be and then apparently I was watching it, and you can't find that video no more, but I remember when I saw it, I even did a live and spoke on it, because in the contract it's like Mike, it said something like this. It said, if Mike knocks him out in the first round, Mike gets no money. And then as the fight goes on, the more rounds he goes, the more money he gets, and then he gets an exponential amount of money if he survives, if he goes the whole thing. And then there's like a no knockout clause. But then he's showing this on his video, and about a week later, he posted on his post a cease and desist letter from Jake Paul. So that told me everything I needed to know. I'm like, all right, well, so it kind of, because at first I'm like, man, he could be lying about this, but then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, bro, look, Chavez Jr. is trash, but he ain't that trash to where he can't throw more than 4 punches around, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, bro.
They're there for the money, dude.
They're there for the money, bro.
They're there for
Man,
the money.
he estaba nervioso. He knew that they were gonna, pick him up right after the fight, bro.
That's fucked up too, bro. Yeah.
That was fucked. Yo, Turkey also saying that Canelo's next fights most likely will be between for 20.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed. Coffeezilla. I'm sorry, HOD. Go ahead.
Coffeezilla.
That's him. Yeah,
It's gonna be
Coffeezilla.
Sheeraz
Thank you, bro.
and Billy or Bivol.
It's gonna be Bivol.
Yeah, he said those are the 3 fighters that are in the mix for 2026 for Canelo.
And Billy would be nice too, though.
For Canelo, he's definitely fighting Bivol, bro. Canelo wants that
think so,
lick
too.
back. Canelo wants that lip back, bro, and I welcome it, bro. Like,
And I think that's why they pushed back that third fight with Better Beef. To be honest.
Hey,
And then the guy Klimas, I
I
think that's his
Sheeraz is
manager.
good.
He said now they want Canelo. Now they want Canelo.
Well, I mean, I think what happened is I don't know what happened with Better Beef.
there's more money on Canelo, bro.
Because I think he started talking about wanting to fight over there in Russia.
Yeah, maybe that fight will happen as well. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. For the Bivol Canelo fight, I'll hold Turkey's hand.
What do you
I
mean?
know you would.
Why-
You want
wait,
that
wait,
bad
wait,
bad
wait.
food, though.
You-
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
want
don't
him
wanna-
to
y'all know
fly
that. Y'all wanna
there,
fight.
or what? You want him?
No,
to fly
no,
there?
no. Just for them to make it.
What you think? So you think, honestly, Poodle, you think that Canelo would be at 175 or 168?
No, to be at 175. I don't know who would win. I mean, like I would favor Bivol since he's already beaten him, but I mean, like I just want to see it again, bro. Just like Canelo look horrible, bro.
Nah,
No,
man. I
Stop
believe
lying,
Canelo,
Poodle.
bro. Listen, bro.
thought
I
that-
believe
you thought that Canelo
Canelo
did
didn't have
better.
Canelo had
I
a hand injury.
thought that the sorry, go ahead, LT, my bad.
I believe Canelo, bro, that Canelo had a hand injury when he bought Bivol, because after the Bivol, he got an operation. And look, man, after what I've seen with Shakur and after what I've seen on Sheeraz, like Shakur had a hand injury before Cepeda, and after Cepeda, like the dude, like even leading up to the fight, the dude was healed and everything. Like, dude, like I want to see Canelo fight fucking Bivol now. Just because of fucking Shakur and just because of fucking Sheeraz, bro. You know what I mean? Now I want to see it for sure.
He had an injury too
Shadow.
going into the
Yeah.
fight.
How did you have that fight scored? Cepeda Shakur, brother.
Oh, I thought those scorecards were atrocious. I was mad as
Right?
hell.
So did I
I
thought Shakur
was
won. I haven't
I
seen it
watched
again,
it. So
but
this is how I had it.
closer
I had
than
it.
you thought.
I actually going into the last round. I actually said that I can understand why somebody might call it a draw, but it is a fight where when I looked at it the second time, I
Haven't seen
did
the second
slightly
time.
give it to Shakur, but ain't no fucking way were those scorecards the way that they had it, bro.
Bruh,
They
I'm
made it
telling
say
you,
if you look at that scorecard and don't look at the fight, you would think it was a complete domination. I will say this: both fighters, not just Cepeda, even Shakur too. They were missing, even though Shakur landed at a even though I was surprised to look at the punch stats or whatever, because I saw Shakur missing a lot, and I also saw Shakur visibly with his right hand was fucking that hand is still hurt, bro.
Yeah.
That hand is still hurt.
How'd you have it, HLD, LT? How'd you have it?
Yo, bro, I had it. Bro, I had it a draw, dude.
You had a draw. What about HLD?
I had it. I had it. I thought the scorecards were fucking crazy, but I thought at best Shakur 8-4.
Yo, bro,
I had it the first time going around too, bro. But that's like hard to score, bro. Because like Shadow was saying, bro, they're like, bro, like did you know like for all the fucking hype that Shakur gets about his jab, like Cepeda like out jabbed him like 10 of the 12 rounds.
And Shakur was missing his right hook a lot, but his hand was
So
hurt.
if you look
though.
at the stats,
But wait. Oh wait, this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it because I'll be right back. But look, Pudo, I'm gonna say this though. I do think his hands was hurt, which what makes Shakur's performance to me even more spectacular.
Turkey admitted that. He said that Shakur was hurt going into the fight. But if you look at the stats, though, I think there were like 20, a little over 20 punches landed apart.
Yeah, right. They were even close than that.
You know, they're only 20 punches apart, but Shakur's efficiency was at 52% compared to Cepeda's, which was at 27%. He threw almost 900.
Yeah, that's why though. The difference in
that's the normal output.
But yeah, similar
that's the normal output. But he lowered his Shakur was able to lower his because his average percentage is about
1,000, right?
33%.
Oh, 32%. Okay, yeah,
33%. So he made him miss more than his average. But I'm not mad at the scorecards at all. I mean,
I wasn't mad how the fight
about who won. The scorecards were atrocious. I thought they were.
They were. Come on.
They trying to embarrass fucking Zepeda. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, like, and that's the thing about the double standard, bro. Like Devin Haney and Lomachenko, they praised Devin Haney how good he was going to the body and que la verga. And did you know like that fucking Zepeda landed over 100 and some odd punches to fucking Shakur's body? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where is that reflected in the score whatsoever, bro? It's fucking amazing, bro.
It's bullshit. That's what I'm saying. It's all bullshit. But I
know I know that Zepeda needed a knockout in that fight, bro.
Listen, I knew they were gonna do this like that. I knew they were gonna do that to William Zepeda, bro. Once they said that the fight was gonna be in New York, I was like, "Fuck, dude." Yeah,
I still give it to Shakur. If anybody lost in my eyes, I think the Puello and Matias fight. I could understand why people think Puello won, but I could still see from Matias' side he was the constant aggressor, but he was also getting like careless towards the end. But that's just his style. But if anybody, I think David Morrell lost, bro.
Yeah, Morrell got his ass beat.
I don't know how they gave that.
I'm a big Morrell fan. He got his ass
I like David Morrell, bro. I don't know how the fuck he won that fight, bro. How the fuck
it was him and Berlanga, the only ones that touched the canvas, bro.
Right.
Out of a fucking slugfest, bro.
Yeah.
And that Russian, no Russian man. I don't know what them Russian people be on, bro. Them motherfuckers, bro.
They're on Ostarine mixed with Clenbuterol.
I was just about to say, Pudo. I was just about to say, they need to retest these Russian motherfuckers, bro.
They're on that universal soldier shit, bro.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren out this motherfucker. These dudes are like Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, just legalize a fucking thing. They're all using it anyway.
I want my fighters to be on the bro, juice to the gills, bro. I want the best fights ever. All the best fights ever. I want these motherfuckers around.
You know what it is? You know what it is, bro? They actually eat real meat, bro, not this American bullshit.
Right,
bro. They're actually eating real
but like I tell you guys
bro.
though, like this fucking the doping is bullshit in boxing, bro. It's all politicized. It's all to target people. I don't know if it was on my homie Kopi's channel or whoever. I fucking told somebody that when Chihuahua beats the shit out of Galgafa, he's gonna pop. And what happened? Motherfucker popped.
Really?
Well, you could blame the well, you know, Pudo, but that's what gets me so mad with the whole media thing, because it's like, look. All right, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I want to say this, bro. In regards to the whole, you see what's going on right now. So Eddie Reynoso released a statement saying, look, for now on, I'm not training nobody outside of Canelo unless I completely oversee the fighter because of these guys popping hot, right? Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you got these people saying, oh, look, 7 fighters from the camp. But when you really look at it, bro, this is the media, because it's so crazy. Because number one, Ryan was with Derek James when he got popped. Okay, that's number one. Number two, what's his name? The one that got knocked out by Neary. Neary wasn't with Eddie Reynoso when he got popped. Okay, Canelo with the whole meat thing. What's so crazy with that is Victor Conti is literally on camera, because around that time Victor Conti had a snack fighter who got popped for clenbuterol.
Yeah, I know
and he had to clear his fighter. They had to go to the ranch and get receipts and do all this other shit. And that's how they cleared his fighter. And then he told Canelo, I recommend you do the same shit. Canelo did the same shit. And then they took the hair sample. And then Victor Conte was like, that's how I know he's innocent, because of the hair sample. People don't understand how. So now I'm just saying, take that into consideration. You got the guy that everybody, all these guys that are anti-Canelo, they take Victor Conte at his word. But you got him vouching for Canelo. So then you pull that to the side and you got Munguia, and then you got this other dude. But the other dude, when you go back to his fight, Reynoso, I didn't see Reynoso in his corner physically. I saw somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's like,
no, this last guy, he barely met the guy, like physically, met him like a couple days ago.
So here goes my point. So when they say, look, all these guys from that camp, that's like saying Devin Haney trained with what's his name out of the UK. What was his name? Ben
Davison.
Ben Davison. That's like saying because he trained with Ben Davison at some point, if Ben Davison has a fighter that popped hot, now all of a sudden you're gonna throw Devin Haney on it. Was he with Eddie or not? He wasn't. So, and then on top of that, snack fighters, you got at least 7 or 8 snack fighters that's been popped. So if we're gonna go off like that's your criteria, what did everybody's fucking dirty, bro? Everybody's dirty. Then
that's a fact. I've been saying it for years, bro.
I feel like the media is so crazy when they put that list out. It's like, bro, do you even know Neri wasn't even with Eddie, bro?
Yeah, no,
fucking Ryan wasn't even with Eddie, bro. Like,
and
what?
Ryan took a fucking hair follicle test too. Why it don't fucking work for him?
That shit was the most in the way that
it did.
We've been through that 1,000
I know.
times.
I hear you, HLD. I hear you.
I mean, it proved that he couldn't have been on that shit long term.
And HLD, what did they suspend him for?
They suspend him for the use of the 2 supplements that he did not report.
Did he not report? Did they suspend him for fucking Osterine?
No.
Exactly, bro. It's like a bunch of bullshit, bro. People just talk.
No. It's just that they keep on. You know what? I don't understand that. I've told that to Henry Sr. I told that to his mother. I told that to Ryan. And I don't get it. Why do they keep on allowing people to say you got suspended for that? Like, are you stupid? Do you not read your own shit that you have from the Commission of New York? I got the consent form. Like, I got it.
I downloaded this shit myself. I paid $2 for it.
And I'm like, okay, so get that pasa pendejo. Why are you allowing people to slander your name?
You want to know my theory on that, HLD?
Yeah.
Because they're all in on it, bro. This shit was planned from the beginning.
I'm saying the same thing. Because look, bro, as much as I've done investing, like I interview Scooter, I interview, and the shit that came out of his mouth, bro, it only makes sense that he was in on it.
They're all in on it, bro.
You know what I mean? And now that I'm like, you know what, I gotta go. And I've always said from day one, VADA is garbage. Because guess what?
Hell yeah,
you cannot use it. I always said that you cannot use VADA for adjudication in the state of New York. They have to perform their own tests, and they never did.
VADA says it themselves. They don't adjudicate shit. They give you the test results, and fucking whatever they do with it, they do with it. They say it themselves.
But the thing is that the rules of New York State, each state is different. Each state is different. In the state of New York, it says they must perform under their care their own drug testing. They didn't do it.
Shadow,
they didn't do it. They only allow VADA.
I want to tell Shadow this.
Oh shit! Real quick. I'm sorry.
Shadow, hold on. Let me tell you this real quick.
Yeah, no, just real quick. He's right. By the way, just real quick. Tycho's right. The Russian dude tested positive. He popped out. The one that fought Morel. That's crazy.
Yeah. He's suspended by the IBA or something like that, bro.
Go ahead, LT.
They still let him fight.
Shadow Ghost, listen, bro.
Yeah.
Make a TikTok and upload your videos there too, bro. Your shorts, bro, because they're fucking gold, bro. Like,
oh, you mean
bro, everything, the boxing,
the Diddy shit,
yeah, the coming home freak off,
bro. They get mad at, bro. You don't understand how much hate, bro. For that little Devin Haney short I did and the Diddy short, more of the Devin Haney. You guys will be surprised. I should let some of them go, but the fucking comments, they get so personal, and these are people that watch me because they mention my mom, they mention my father, they literally say the most, and I'm like, are you seriously that mad, bro? Get off Devin's dick.
Bro,
Yo,
what's your other platforms, bro? Like, where are you uploading as well?
I'm just uploading on YouTube. Really, I use X sometimes. So my friend was like, "Yo, go on TikTok and make the funny videos like that." I was thinking about
Yo,
it.
bro, they're
I
fucking.
just did that because I had time, bro. And not only that, but when I thought Diddy was coming home, and I, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, I thought it was freak off shit. I was like, damn, imagine that freak off, bro. That shit'll be crazy. He's been waiting too. Yeah.
Yo, bro, upload your videos on all fucking social media, bro. They're gonna pop. I know what I'm telling you. Listen,
Yeah.
bro, I'm not a little kid, bro. Like, I have a good sense of humor. Not every video makes me laugh, bro, and your videos make me laugh, bro.
I
So
appreciate it, man.
I think you should fucking upload them, because if they make me laugh, they're gonna make other people laugh. So
You know what it-
100%, bro. I think you're
yo,
sleeping on it, bro. I think
yo,
you're messing up. Like,
bro,
right now, if, like, yeah, man, bring attention to your channels, bro. Like,
but
bring
look,
it over, bro.
here goes the thing that where I get confused. I mean, I probably already know the answer though, but is it me or is it the fighters that you don't think? Like for me, if I feel like if somebody's gonna say anything crazy to me, I could understand if I'm talking about like Floyd or Manny Pacquiao or Canelo. Like, but when it comes to, I'm not even gonna lie, like even Tio, like for instance, like if somebody came at me for like Tio, Devin, like any one of Eve Shakur, like some of the they may not have a lot of fans, but the ones like especially the Devin and the Shakur and the Tank fans, like they are like I really believe some of these people would go to your house and attack you while
they're
you're
crazy,
sleeping.
bro.
They
Look,
are crazy, bro.
I be on chat like today. I was in the ring with Christine, and I don't know this motherfucker at all. And just out of the blue, oh, I seen you, HOD. You think you tough in panels, bro? I'll kick your ass.
Yes.
and like, you know, like who the fuck is that? Like, who
And it
the fuck
always
are
links
you?
back to Devin or some shit like that. I'm like, are you serious, bro? For
Like, I
Devin,
don't know you,
you're gonna try to harm me for Devin Haney? Like, think about that, bro.
I'll be on a panel and out of the blue, somebody I have no idea they know me. I don't know who the fuck you are. Oh, he racist. And I'm like, what, bro? You pay $2, you pay $5. Who the fuck are you, bro? I don't even know.
Yo,
come back,
LT, were you watching the one time HOD was up here, right? And the dude was cool with me, so I don't got no issues with him. But so I was live one day, right? And I was talking about this is when Tio and I think the Tio and the Devin Haney shit was going on, right? And so fucking
that's all
this dude clicked the link. And I never seen him before, so I give everybody a fair shake, right? And HOD had hopped off. I think the same thing happened. It was like a storm, and I was having internet issues. So I came back in, and the dude HOD was on the panel, and HOD hopped off. But I think he just hopped off. I don't know if it was the connection or whatever. But this dude hops on right as HOD's hopping off, and he comes on, and I'm like, "Yo, man, what's up?" He's like, "Oh, what's good, Shadow Ghost?" And I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "Yo, are you good? Like, are you here to talk shit or whatever?" He's like, "Nah, I ain't got no problems with you, bro. Nah, I'm cool. He's like, I'm here for that HOD guy." And I'm like, HOD? And I remember earlier when I was at work, I saw HOD, I think it was H Money, right? And they were and so all of a sudden HOD comes back on, and this dude was like, he wanted like fucking. It seemed like the way he was talking, like he's like, "Man, I don't like you, HOD. You a racist motherfucker, bro." And I'm like, "Damn, HOD, only you be getting them like that, bro."
Like, who the fuck are you, bro? I don't
Right,
even know
he's ready to fuck HOD up, like, well,
fuck out of here.
Funny, bro, because it be over the fighters. I be thinking this shit is it gonna like I could understand if it's like I've seen some crazy Manny Pacquiao fans, like for real, like Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo. I understand those are superstars. I mean, still, even you know what I mean, but it be the weirdest fighters that like they be having like it's almost like some of these people I had, bro, and I gotta watch what I say sometimes, but I know for a fact some of these fans, if Devin was to hit them on a DM and was like, "Yo, I won't tell nobody, bro. Come over here." To another man, I guarantee you, they'd be like, "For real, Devin? It would be my honor." Like motherfuckers, bro.
My boy on Twitter.
When it comes to Devin, it's weird. Like he don't got a lot of fans, but the fans he got, it's like they're straight up delusional, bro.
I got a content creator or he's a whatever on Twitter, and Yeah, he's got a massive following. But then he puts up a post of Bill and his two sons, and he goes, "A lot of people hate on Bill Haney, but big picture wise, I see a dad spending a lot of time with his kids." And I'm like what the what's that got to do with boxing? The hate they get has
And you know what it is too.
the hate they get it has everything to do with boxing.
Nah,
And I'm like,
bro,
is this a form of
nah.
excuse
You know
for
what really,
media, for content creators that they use excuse? But this is every media motherfucker says this shit about that.
but nah,
Oh,
but
he's a
look,
good
check
dad.
this out.
Oh, he's a good dad.
You know how much you know when it's bad, because I don't mind if you like a fighter and we debate about actual, like, for instance, if somebody came up in here right now, it was like, if somebody came up in here right now, it was like, hey, Shadow, you know, yo, fuck Tio, I got Devin beating his ass. I'd be like, all right, so we could talk about it, right? But
Right.
you know their mindset when they start off with your races, or you just want to see
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
like when you start off with that, I already know what time you on, bro. Because I mean, come on, bro. Let's stop it with that. Like Devin,
Yeah, those are
Devin
casuals,
did not
bro.
grow up poor. Devin went to private school. Devin had a great life, bro. Devin had a great life.
He's a Papa
Let's
Doc
stop lying,
gangster.
bro. Devin had a glorious life.
He's a Papa Doc gangster, bro. Anyway, man.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
I'm about to tune
Brother,
it
it's
off, bro.
already
I mean,
Yeah, I'm about
but
to shut it down too. Hey,
yeah, bro. It's already
Before you go, I want to hear
brother.
LT.
Much love to everybody. Good
I want to hear.
night, man.
Wait,
Thank you for
LT.
having me.
Before you
Shadow
go,
Ghost. Ahí estamos, HLD.
hold on.
espérate, te quería hablar.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. How you think the Canelo and Crawford gonna go?
Honestly, bro, gun to my head, Canelo has this shit. Goes the distance, Canelo outclasses the dude.
So you don't think there will be a knockout? You think it goes a distance,
And
right?
he knocks him once or twice. Crawford goes out there and survives after that. That's how I see it. Gun to my head. If you want me to be
sort of like Jamel, like that.
Yeah, like that. Yes, like that. Yeah. I think he's gonna feel the power and he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm fucking up. Like, I don't think he can out wrestle Canelo. I think Canelo's just too big. Nah, man, I don't see it.
I think he's gonna do better than what people think. But all right, I just
Yeah, no, I mean, not like that. No, of course not like that bad. But I think he's gonna feel Canelo's power, and he's not gonna be able to do what he wants to do in there. That's, you know what I mean? Like, I think he's gonna, maybe he's gonna get a couple of shots in, bro, but they're gonna be pointless.
A lot of people.
But that's one.
I'm
telling you, that's gun to my head, right? That's gun to my head. If you ask me, like, my good analysis, I can see it. I can also see it like this. I can also see Canelo fading, dude. I can also see Canelo getting old. Yeah, I can also see Canelo getting old and Crawford getting a good lick of it. Crawford getting like a good 5 rounds out of the, you know what I mean? Making it really tight like that. Yeah.
A lot of people are looking at the whole size thing and they're like, hey, man, he's huge. And I'm like, bro, Canelo's been a smaller man his whole career, just about.
Right.
Like,
exactly. Yeah, man. 100%, bro. I can see it several ways, bro. But like, if you ask me, gun in my head, bro, I got Canelo by decision. I don't see no knockdown. No, I think
I had him by knockout, but just listening to, I mean, let's bring it back down, and that's what you did, LT. You brought it back down to, and you're like, hey, I can see the 2 knockdowns, and I don't think surviving as bad as what Charlo was doing, but enough that he knows he's surviving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, but what does that mean, HOD? Like, what I mean, because the scorecards, when we look at it, I mean, we saw the scorecards with Cepeda and Shakur. Like, people could really see things different ways. So even though you're saying, I could see him doing a little bit better, like, we don't know how the scorecard's gonna be. Like, that shit gonna be crazy, bro. Like,
I really got Canelo by I've been saying I got Canelo by decapitation, and
oh, you think he's knocking out Crawford?
Yeah, I would say that once Crawford, once Canelo touches his ribs, va haber diarrhea down his socks, and that's what I see.
Yo, man, and another thing is, dude, like I keep on forgetting about Cav Velasquez, bro. If Cav Velasquez brought Crawford down, just imagine what Canelo's gonna
exactly
if he catches him clean.
Everybody touched the blood. Everybody. If you look at all the fights, Porter touched them up. Cav Velasquez touched them up. Madrimov touched them up.
Yeah.
Everybody touched Crawford up. You know, everybody has. They landed on him. and clean shots. So what is Canelo gonna do? Can this dude really handle Canelo's power? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And
that's
Canelo's a
all,
great
man.
setup, dude. Canelo knows how to set you the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, he's got the traps and everything.
Yeah, man.
He's definitely got good body shots, though. Them body shots are
Yeah, man, and that's how he
saying.
sets everything up, by the body shots, because he lowers your hands. Like you're gonna feel his fucking power. Like he announces it, so you know, like here it comes. Brace yourself, brace yourself. So when he flares, when Canelo flares wide, like he's telling you brace yourself, and you brace yourself, and then you feel the power. Boom, okay, and then and that's where your game starts. Like he's getting you accustomed to that power, right, and bringing your hands down, and that's the setup.
Hey,
right?
and let's not forget that on two separate fighters, Canelo has done this where he's got that hook where it looks like it's going downstairs, and at the last second he brings it up.
He changes it up.
Or at the last second he changes it downstairs. He did it with Billy Joe when he broke his jaw, and then Caleb Plant, he kept going to the body, and then he literally punched through that the Philly shell. He literally punched through it, bro. But Crawford is also very underrated in my book, but I get it. I get it.
He did it to fucking Gennady Golovkin as well. Like,
except he's a monster.
And at mid range, he changed it, and like while he was letting it go. But yeah, the thing is that it's not a little bit under. The thing is, dude, is that like he's just. So let's just fuck. That's the thing, dude. Let's just put your best, like your last fight is your
right. Your last fight
we
is
can
what we
go
go
with
off.
it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, man. And if Madrimov, yeah, man.
Yeah, but if we go off the last fight, LT, Canelo looked frustrated fighting.
He looked old. He looked old.
Yeah, he did.
Looked fucking old. He looked old to me, bro. Like
I saw this dude frustrated. He was almost like, but you know what though? It's gotta be frustrating. Like that's the one thing. Like I understand Turkey with the whole Tom and Jerry shit, because it's like, bro, look, fighting Canelo is like hitting the lottery, bro. And I know for a fact that at least I mean, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I would like to think that 80% of the people in the chat, or 80% of the people, if you came up to them and said, you want to fight Canelo for this month? Fuck yeah. I don't care if you put me in a coma. I guarantee you most of us are going to grab our nut sacks and be like, yo, if I get knocked out, I get knocked out, but I'm going to get paid. Like, I'm going to go out like
you're
that,
getting 50 milli, bro. You
right,
know
I'm
what
going to go out
bro?
like that, bro. Like, these motherfuckers that come in there and they don't want to fight. They don't want to get touched. That shit is embarrassing. And I mean, but still, I saw Canelo frustrated. He was frustrated.
He was mad at what was going on, but he didn't give a fuck. Like, fuck, I'm not gonna waste my time chasing, looking stupid. That's what I saw.
You know what I saw in that fight? I saw that Canelo doesn't have the foot speed anymore, bro, to be chasing motherfuckers like that either, bro.
Que no vale la pena, because you look stupid no matter what. You look stupid no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, and so I wouldn't waste my time, bro. Turkey, you hired this bitch. You find me a fighter who wants to fight.
Yo, Canelo should keep on pressuring. Like, Canelo should keep on saying, "Hey, Turkey, put the smallest ring, the smallest, the small, make that gesture."
You saw what? Hey, Crawford's not falling for it though, because Crawford did that interview where the person said, "Hey, you know, this was a couple weeks ago," and the person kept asking about. The person said, yeah, you know, Turkey's been trolling Shakur and with this whole smaller ring shit. How do you feel about the whole Tom and Jerry? And Crawford was like, look, man, I understand. That's how Turkey, like, I get it. That's what the excellency wants to see. But with all due respect, nobody, and I mean nobody's gonna tell me how to fight. So that already tells me I don't think Crawford ain't the type to be on his bicycle the whole time. I wouldn't see. I will say that the whole Jamel shit did shock me, but I'll say this though. I could see why Turkey was mad, and that's why I'm actually happy to see the Devin fight, because if Devin was to do the same shit he did against fucking Brian Norman Jr., like, that's it. Like, who else is gonna pay? Like, you know what I mean? It's like almost do or die with the back, and that's crazy because technically he's got no losses. Technically, you know what I mean? I still remember what I saw, but it's like if he does that the same shit he did with Jose Ramirez, like I don't see him getting another opportunity as far as big fights again, because nobody's gonna
got
pay to
3
see
losses
that.
in my books. He's
Huh?
got 3 losses in my books.
What's the other book? Loma?
No, he's got the scrub loss from Mexico. He's got Loma and the one we just saw with Ryan.
What do you mean scrub up? Which one did he lose in Mexico? He supposedly lost one in Mexico.
Yeah, he lost one.
Yeah,
in
he
Mexico.
lost one in Mexico, and they.
Which one was it though? Was it his
Yeah,
earlier?
it was when he was coming up.
Early. It was coming up.
That's the one that Prograde tried to talk about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, but Prograde. I mean, I knew about that way before Prograde even put that. That's not like.
Yeah, because that's the shit we hear from our lingo. Because we're always on YouTube Talk. Yeah.
You know, but
So
anyway,
wait.
man.
So Prograde said that they lost and paid it or something.
Yeah,
Right,
they
somebody
paid.
scrub it.
Yeah.
I guess you could do that in Mexico.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
there's a lot of things you can do in
Yeah, bro.
Mexico.
Listen, bro. You get stopped drunk. You got the money. You don't go to jail. You pay them right there. How much you want? I got 200. I got 100 cash right now. Give it to me here, and you go off. You go off. You make the dude's day, and you know what
That's
I mean.
how it used to be. That's how it used to be here in the back in the days.
Yeah, man. So that's how it is here, bro. It's like that's how it is in Mexico. Of course, if you can do that to the fucking cops, of course you can fucking erase anything ever there.
Fucking in boxing, I get it. All right, man.
Dude.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for swinging through, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me, brother.
No problem.
Sí, ahí hablamos, el T.
Ahí estamos hechos de saludos, carnal.
Ahí hablamos, jefe. All right, Shadow Man. We'll
right,
see
man.
you on the next one, Papa. You be
See you
good, all
later.
right?
All right, man. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate y'all for swinging through, man. Y'all have a blessed day.